They make sleep easy.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. This is 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Members of the House Oversight Committee heading into the deposition of former President Bill Clinton as he is questioned about his association with Jeffrey Epstein. Committee Chairman James Comer.
Everything that most media outlets have reported with respect to pictures and correspondence between Epstein, Maxwell, and Bill Clinton, these are all questions that we're going to ask today.
Ranking member Robert Garcia saying since a former president is now being questioned under oath, they will also call for someone else mentioned frequently in the files to appear.
We are now asking and demanding that President Trump officially come in and testify in front of the Oversight Committee.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio making a quick trip to Israel early next week. That after the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem told eligible staffers they can leave the country amid a growing military presence in and around Iran. Iran saying nuclear talks are going well. The U.S. not commenting. This is ABC News. President Trump is considering an executive order claiming the U.S. is facing a national emergency ahead of the midterm elections.
Sources say a group of pro-Trump attorneys are urging the president to sign this 17-page draft order, which claims without evidence that China interfered in the 2020 election, arguing that that then justifies declaring a national emergency that would then allow the president to mandate voter ID, hand-counted ballots, and ban mail-in ballots.
ABC Chief White House Correspondent Mary Bruce. The Justice Department is suing 5 more states for a total of 29, plus the District of Columbia, for not handing over all of their full voter registration lists. Here's another sign that inflation is not going away. The Labor Department reporting that the Producer Price Index, which tracks wholesale prices before they reach consumers, rose 0.5% between December and January and a full 2.9% compared to a year ago. The Fed's target has long been 2%. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
I wasn't prepared to be a caregiver to Mom. But a little over a year ago, we realized she couldn't take care of herself without our help. And well, how could I not be there for her? I had no idea how hard it would be, and just what I would need to know. Things I never thought of, like how to improve her mood and, even for me, ways to stay positive. Luckily, I found the Caregiving Resource Center from AARP. It had articles about the basics that got me started, but also information about the hurdles I was facing in this new role. I could even connect with experts and hear from others who had been in my place. I know this road we're on isn't an easy one, but I'm really happy to have the extra help for her and for me.
Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving. Articles, tips, and tools to help you both care for your loved one and care for yourself. This message is brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
This wind, we can't stress it enough. And as dry as it is, it's a tinderbox.
Jeffco Sheriff's Marc Mager is reminding you to avoid all outdoor burning today as the National Weather Service issues another red flag warning.
We'll see gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Can't be ruled out. We see a 45 or 50 mile an hour gust closer to the foothills with humidity as low as 8%.
Meteorologist Russ Danielson says we won't see any moisture in the metro area until next week. Denver International Airport was near the top of the list for flight delays and cancellations at American airports last year. That's according to the latest report from AirHelp, an air passenger rights and flight tracking company. It shows DIA had the second highest percentage of flight delays last year at 27%, just behind Chicago O'Hare. When both flight delays and cancellations are included, Newark had the most disruptions. That's the latest. I'm Brenda Stewart.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, we're still in pretty good shape. We've got a little bit of volume out here, not unusual for a Friday. A lot of folks are out and about. Coming up from Arapahoe out of the Tech to Hamden is sluggish. I-70 to the east, we had an accident reported near Havana. It looks to be on the shoulder 270 is a little slow west up through Vasquez, and a little bit of traffic south coming into downtown. Still seeing delays in the foothills, though, particularly the Floyd Hill area heading down into Idaho Springs and US 6 west of Golden up Clear Creek Canyon. Very slow. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by The Carol Markowitz Show.
Hi, it's Carol Markowitz. Join me on The Carol Markowitz Show for insightful conversations with Dominic Green, Wall Street Journal contributor, and Algameyer's Corey Walker. You don't want to miss it. Listen to The Carol Markowitz Show on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We started Henyon and Walsh for people like you. People with integrity, honesty, and loyalty. The result? We care about you and your investment success. We're dedicated to your financial goals, so we'll always give you our best efforts, because you've earned it. We're Henyon and Walsh, and committed to you. Get a second opinion. Call 800-279-5279 or find us online. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Advisory services provided by Henyon & Walsh Asset Management. Securities offered by Henyon & Walsh Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
For plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, think Plumbline Services with quality brands like Carrier. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. I use Plumbline in my home. Service professionals, 25 years strong. Taught a mission of excellence, character, and ethics. Castle Rock to Fort Collins since 1998. Plumbline and Carrier. Turn to the experts. No phone call, no hassles. PlumlineServices.com.
Service at home, service at heart, Plumbline Services.
Zero risk, guaranteed growth at mymoneymyway.com.
Here's what's happening. Hillary has questioned
everything to be put out there
regarding the Epstein files.
Iran is in a tough place.
Big nuke talks with Iran.
These people are crazy.
And the TV ads have started.
I'm telling you.
It's the Dan Kaplan Show. Afternoons 4 to 6.
Friday at 4, it's totally whacked. Very sad, but unfortunately true. Colorado Democrats pushing hard for legalized prostitution, and even more wide open form than they have in Nevada. What do you think that would do to the state of Colorado? Why do you think the Democrats want it so bad? Join me for
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino, and I'm at the home studio broadcasting the Troubleshooter Show, as I've been doing for 45 years in Denver. 51 or 52 counting outside of Denver. Marc Mager with me for a lot of that time. He is back at the main ship. Marc, what do you got?
Man, I'll tell you, we got back, Susan and I got back from Louisiana up in the New Orleans, Slidell area. It is so clean. We have been there so many times, as you know. They hired a new company, I guess the mayor or whatever, called VI or IV or something like that. I have never seen New Orleans so clean. Power washers are out, the French Quarter, everything is so clean, it's crazy. And Mardi Gras was last week, so it is nuts. And on top of that, I gotta say, I saw something I liked, and I started asking all the Joes out on the street what they thought. Do you know what I'm gonna say there, Thomas?
No, what?
I saw 3 National Guard guys just at the corner of this one bar we were playing pool at, and it was unbelievable. And I started thinking, okay, do people like the National Guard here or not? I didn't meet one single person, and I asked everybody. Well, there was one homeless guy that didn't like him there because they made him move. But other than that, every single person that had a job or was visiting or was from around there, they loved the National Guard
Marc,
being around.
What was the National Guard doing there? I mean, why were they there?
They're cleaning up the crime there. The crime has dropped significantly.
Oh.
The town is clean. I'm telling you, Tom,
I see what you're saying.
It is unbelievable.
Okay, so they're cleaning up the city. Okay, and people love it. Okay,
they love it.
All right, now
their governor is the one that brought in the National Guard. Of course, the feds are helping, but they asked for it, and that's a Democratic governor. That's something our governor here could probably do, but whatever. But let me say this.
What, are you kidding me? What, are you kidding me? And even the mayor says they're going to arrest ICE agents.
Yeah, they can't do that.
And they won't let them. They won't let them nest anywhere. They can't come into any of the city buildings.
They can go. They can do whatever they want, long as it's got to do with federal law. But let me say this last thing, and this is the most amazing part. The whole city's clean. You know, I hate to say it, you could eat off the street. Not that I would, but it is that clean. They power washed it. The trash was gone. I didn't feel like I was going to get pickpocketed. There was no teenagers fully mass running around on four-wheelers creating havoc. All that's gone, and all that was there 3 years ago. Now, the homeless situation around Denver, we've all seen how bad it got during COVID especially. But in New Orleans during COVID, under the bridges would be football fields of tent cities. Football fields, all of it's gone. Gone, gone, gone. We need something like that to happen in downtown.
Do they still have the moron mayor there in New Orleans? He was a real idiot. I don't know if he's still there.
I don't know who they have as mayor, but whoever it is, I don't care if they're Democrat, Republican, Independent, they're doing a fine job right now.
Good. In any case, who do you got in the studio today?
It's car day, man. Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission. And then, of course, Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech. Any car questions, people get them in now. We got the best out there. I don't care if you're having an electrical problem or a problem with the transmission, or you're looking at buying a car, selling a car, don't know how to do it without getting ripped off. This is the place to call. 303-MARTINO. Get those calls in now. 2 lines open. 303-MARTINO.
Yeah, we got, and I got some really cool stuff to talk about when it comes to cars. There's a trend in the auto business. I want to know what you guys think. But first, we go to the phone calls as always. LJ, what's going on? Welcome to the show, LJ. What's happening?
Hey, guys. Thank you for taking our call.
Yes, sir.
Call. We, a week ago, our daughter and our son and our daughter's boyfriend were involved in an accident where they were rear-ended.
So your daughter and son and a friend.
Our daughter's boyfriend.
Okay.
Yep. And they're all over 18 or 18 and older. They were rear-ended. They exchanged all the insurance stuff. And my wife got a hold of their insurance, and they have offered us kind of a settlement, but we're not sure if we should get a lawyer
never. Your wife should be handling this directly with their insurance company. But unless, of course, it is so minor, I need to know a little bit about this. Were there any injuries at all?
Well, they were rear-ended, so it is a minor. We got an estimate around $3,500.
No. Were people hurt, man?
Oh, yes. So they're both. We don't know yet. All the kids said they just kind of felt the jarring of being rear-ended, right? So we want them to go get at least checked out by a chiropractor or somebody like that. But that's it. There is no bodily injury, no broken arms, no broken limbs, other than just
But when did this happen, man? How long ago?
A week ago. 1 week ago.
You guys and none of them. The kids haven't got checked out since.
No, we were waiting on the insurance on their insurance.
Yeah, well, here's what I want to know. What do you mean waiting on their insurance? What does that mean?
So our insurance told my wife to deal directly with their insurance.
Oh, that's a bunch of crap.
And so that is kind of where we're at right now.
Do you have med pay? Do you have med pay? You should. If you don't, you should have med pay. That would take care of medical bills no matter whose fault it is. Do you have med pay on your policy?
I don't believe we do, but I'm going to make a note to look for that.
And how about the people that hit you? Did they present insurance?
Yes. Yep.
I want to say something, then Tom, chime in, but I think you guys should be calling an attorney and calling one right now.
That's right.
I don't care. Okay. In fact, I'd like to get John Fuller on, and let's talk to him. I hate the fact none of you guys went at least to the ER or somewhere to get checked out, though. Some of those things that happen, they don't start hurting, and people can laugh or say whatever.
Right.
I have been in very jarring car accidents, and I didn't feel anything for about 5 or 6 days.
I want to ask you something, LJ. How fast was the car going that hit your kids?
Maybe 45-ish.
Oh, my God. Were they at a standstill?
Yes.
Oh, man. I'll bet you they got some serious whiplash. I mean, they're young. They're not going to feel it right away. Look, I'm not trying to run up the bill or invent damages, but I'm telling you something. This is nothing to be trifled with. And a couple questions. What's the name of their insurance company?
It's State Farm.
Oh my God! And we used to.
Hey, that's better than the General, though, Tom.
Oh yeah.
Or Fred Lawyer.
Now, you're dealing directly with State Farm. Here's what I want to know: what offer did they make you?
So we got an estimate on the vehicle, right? So they came back. I'm just reading an email from them. They're offering, our estimate was around $3,500, and then they had an adjuster that gave it an estimate around $22,000. They've said that they will cover the property damage of $5,800 for the vehicle.
How did it go? Wait, how did it go up to $58,000? Did you argue?
Well, give me 1 second, Tom. My wife's the one that's been dealing with it.
What's her name? What's her name?
So she's right here.
What's her name?
I'm Lynn.
Lynn?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Lynn.
Okay, so the day after, or 2 days after the accident, we took the car to a body shop. They gave us an estimate of $3,267 to have the rear bumper completely replaced. We submitted that to State Farm right away, and State Farm came back with an estimate of $2,476. So a difference of almost $800.
Yeah.
Hey, Lynn, what kind of car is it?
It's a 2024 Kia Sportage.
And you know what? You didn't get any diminished value in that. Did you even think about diminished value?
What year did you say it was, Mark?
2024.
Yeah, there would be diminished value on top of that.
There'd be 15, 20%.
Now, hold on a sec. I need to get this straight just real quick. 3,200, they said 2,400. How did you end up getting 58?
Because I asked for diminished value.
Oh, you're a smart person. Hold on.
Yeah, but you barely got, that's barely any
She deserves that dinger no matter what.
That's why
Lynn,
she's in charge of the...
I like you, Lynn. You keep LJ out of it. You keep working it. Keep LJ out of it.
I'm out of it. I am.
Now listen, seriously, we need to talk some serious stuff though. You did get diminished, Mark. That's pretty good. They went from 2,400 to 58.
Here's what I'd like to do during the break, which we got to take. I want to ask first of all John Fuller a week later his opinion there, and then second, I'd like to get petty details on just to figure out what the diminished value would be on that Kia, Mark, because I think 2,000 is way low.
Okay, really, you do. It went from so the damage is going to be about 32, 42, 52. They're getting $2,600 for diminished value.
$2,200 for diminished value and $300.
Got it. Whatever it is.
Let's ask Petty.
Okay, so we can do that. Anyway, what are you? We need to know what you're calling about. Your actual questions. We're going to get John Fuller on. I'm not sure we need Petty. Maybe we get him on. Yeah, let's do it. You can orchestrate that, Mark, back at the ranch. I'm Tom Martino. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. One clear choice. Garage doors. We're talking cars today. Let's talk garages. You'll never find a better company. They have 24/7 service. If your door goes out, any part of the door, any part of the opener, they can handle it all. OneClearChoiceDoors.com.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Hot put it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Damn, that commercial makes it sound like we're all hicks, doesn't it? The Art of Granite. You want the guaranteed lowest price? No, seriously, the Art of Granite. The guaranteed best prices on countertops. I love this guy. You know, Mitch Fleury came to us years ago, and he says he wants to start this business, and he's doing such a great job. Tear out Holloway's always free. Wholesale on all countertop materials. They have a beautiful yard in Golden where you can select any stone you want. They do all natural stone, and they do man-made materials. TheArtOfGranite.com. You can even get prices on the phone. 303-386-5919. TheArtOfGranite.com. Hey, You want to be a landlord? Some people do. And it's a good investment. It's, you should diversify a bit, right? If you want to be a landlord, though, the Vestera way is to find a market outside of Denver, outside of Colorado, where it's a good place to be a landlord, where equity is growing and rents are strong. The economy is strong. All of that. They find the market. They find the house. They help you buy it. They're buying brokers. They even help you sell it when it comes time to sell in 2 or 3 years for equity growth. And in the meantime, they have management companies, insurance companies, and everyone else to help you through every step of the way. VesteraTurnkey.com. 303-888-3788.
House.
Okay. That made the cut for Team Dave Logan, and that is Troy Hansford. I recommend Troy because he's the only agent that will guarantee to sell your home at your price, or he'll write you a check for $5,000. And the good news, he puts that in writing. He can make that guarantee because he spends tens of thousands of dollars generating demand. And right now, he has hundreds of approved home buyers ready to buy. He just doesn't have enough houses. So if you have a house, Troy might have that perfect buyer for you right now. Give him a call, 720-900-4433. Let me give you a story. Just last week, Troy listed a house that was on the market for almost a month. You know what? Troy sold it for full price in less than a week. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy will buy your house for all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. Call Troy and get your home sold for the most money. 720-900-4433. Again, that's 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford with RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions
Farmers
apply.
And ranchers, when it's time to buy or sell ag equipment, think Purple Wave Auction. We're your go-to online marketplace for tractors, combines, sprayers, and more. With our no reserve policy, every item sells to the highest bidder. Experience the Purple Wave difference. Nationwide reach with a local touch. Purple Wave Auction. Whether you're expanding your operation or streamlining your fleet, we've got you covered. Visit purplewave.com today. Fuel your farm with Purple Wave Auction.
This month, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Ben Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G coverage. What? Franklin wasn't even a president. Hang on to those Benjamins. Dial pound 250, say Micro, and save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, Micro, to switch to an American wireless company that's truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or play. Stop, opt out. Terms and conditions apply to the earnings promotion.
Do you have caregiving experience as a parent, teacher, nanny, coach, or in another similar role? Hop Skip Drive is looking for experienced caregivers who want to help students in their community by driving them to and from school. Earn up to $50 per ride with Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion, all while helping your community. If you have your own vehicle that is no more than 10 years old, a clean driving record, and at least 5 years of caregiving experience, you could become a Hop Skip Drive care driver. Just text DRIVE to 323232 to get started right now. Hop Skip Drive gives you the flexibility to set your own schedule and earn competitive pay. It's simple. Drive in your free time and make a real difference for students right in your neighborhood. Don't wait. Text DRIVE to 323232 right now. Text DRIVE to 323232 and start earning up to $50 per ride during Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion period. That's DRIVE to 323232. Text DRIVE to 323232 now.
Right now, we could all use some extra cash, so why not visit David Ellis Jewelry to cash in your old useless tangled jewelry, coins, and anything else containing precious metals. He'll even buy your fine jewelry and diamonds. Hello, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, and I recommend David Ellis Jewelry because I've known David for years. I trust him. You can too. 2640 East 3rd Avenue. That's 3rd and Clayton. 303-322-8779. 322-8779.
Sunny and breezy for today with high temperatures in the middle 60s. Could be seeing some isolated gusts around the metro area up to 30 miles per hour. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Meteorologist Greg Perez.
This report is sponsored by Wellness Unmasked with Dr. Nicole Saphier.
Medical headlines, they're everywhere. But what do they really mean? Join me on Wellness Unmasked for a deeper look, plus the latest from the MAHA movement. Listen to Wellness Unmasked with Dr. Nicole Saphier on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello to you. Welcome. The guaranteed lowest price for furnaces right now. Guaranteed. Guaranteed lowest price. GLP. That's right. RenewHomeInnovations.com. 303-904-2000. Okay, let's talk this accident. We got Justin Petty. If Justin, if we have a 2024 car in general, a 2024 car rear-ended at 45 miles an hour, they're going to have about $3,500 in damage. What does that do to the bottom line of the value of that car? It's a 2024. And Mark, what was it was a 2024 what?
It's a Sportage with 30,000 miles, Justin. And what is the diminished value?
Kia Sportage.
Just putting a number to it.
So the percent, it's a percentage change that we average across market data on that. So on a Sportage, I looked up another Sportage that I did, a 2024 Kia Sportage SX Prestige is the one I did before. The average for a moderate history like this, if you're saying it's rear ender, it's not like $1 million to fix it.
No, the rear ending is the problem we're talking about now. That's the only problem.
Yeah, it was rear ended at 35. It wasn't. You're right. It wasn't major damage. It's 3,500.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was getting at. Is the cost of repair doesn't seem to have included a huge amount of structural damage. So I would put it somewhere in the 20% range. It ranges from a low of 10 to about a high of 28 on a Kia, and this one would fall in the middle. So somewhere around 21%.
So what dollar value, roughly, without doing the math live on the air, do you have about a dollar value on a 2024 Sportage?
Yeah, let me give you a rough number here.
You know how many people have no idea about diminished value? They leave so much money on the table. It's crazy.
So, Justin, just a rough dollar amount?
between $5,500 and $6,500.
Oh, so they did underestimate.
They totally bent her over.
They only offered half of that.
Yeah, I mean,
not even.
I think though the problem with this claim, if somebody just called me out of the blue and asked me about it, I would say you might consider that offer, because the damages, it's just really hard to get people to understand that the damages can be $2,000 and the diminished value can be $6,000 because it's so new.
Right.
And the type of but the insurance companies will not. They will defend those all day long. They teach adjusters that, look, you can't have more diminished value than the repair. You could repair it all over again.
They'd never seen a new Lamborghini then.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a nonsensical argument, but it does create a practical problem pursuing it unless you're just willing to fight immediately.
But LJ and Lynn, if you listen, this is what Justin does. You pay him roughly $500. He does all the legwork and basically builds up a report, goes into the appraisal process. Well, that's not true because it's not your own insurance company, but builds up the report for you to hand over to these guys.
Listen, Lynn, in fact, he does the first initial one free, Mark. He only charges if he has to go the next level.
Yeah, that's right.
So Lynn and LJ, I would not settle for that. I would go and talk to Justin Petty. He's at diminishedvalueexpert.com. By the way, you can get this off the air. You don't have to write it down, but I'll give this for everyone else. diminishedvalueexpert.com. 214-227-2154. That's 214-227-2154. Anyone having an accident.
It's great free information, but the other thing I want to do, Tom, is let's bring up John Fuller. I still have LJ and Lynn on. And by the way, people, we're going to have one line open. Get in now, 303-Martino. Any car questions, any questions you have. But I want to ask John Fuller,
go ahead.
More importantly, about you get into an accident,
kids.
There's minors. Keep going.
3 of them, and they were hit at 35 miles an hour.
Or 45.
Yeah. From the back, they were at a standstill. LJ and Lynn say they don't have any apparent injuries. Are they?
But they don't feel great.
Yeah, they don't feel great. John, these guys aren't even discussing personal injury. They're just discussing auto damage. Go ahead, John.
Well, they kind of did ask about it. And, John, so you know, the accident was like a week ago.
Yeah, but, Mark, they didn't. But the offer, they offered nothing for personal injury. Nothing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
John Fuller, go ahead.
Well,
they're not going to offer anything for personal injury unless you say I am injured. So I mean, it kind of goes to it makes total sense. Listen, you're dealing with two different people at insurance companies with every single accident. You're dealing with the property adjuster and you're dealing with the bodily injury adjuster. They're separate. They're separate portions of the claim. They're separate issues. They're separate areas of expertise. If the insurance company gets the impression that there are no injuries, they will not open a BI, bodily injury claim, on that accident. They'll just have a property claim open, and that person will never bring up personal injuries, and they'll never have the authority to offer even 1 penny for personal injury. So if you're injured, the same advice applies to every case. You've got to go to the doctors. You've got to get checked out. You've got to be able to document what those injuries are about. No matter if it's a 6-month-old child or a 100-year-old grandparent, it's the same rule. You have to document what the injuries are in order to have a fair shake with the insurance companies, with or without an attorney.
Okay.
Tom, can you hear us?
Yes, now we can. Go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, so I did file a claim for bodily injury as well.
How much? Okay. How much? So did you ask for an amount?
I did not request an amount. They offered us $5,000 per kid.
Okay.
Yeah, I did ask for that.
Okay.
2 out of 3 of the kids have an upcoming chiropractor evaluation on March 16th. It was the soonest that we could get them in.
So you got 15 grand in bodily injury.
Hey, and I'm not trying to be a smart ass here, Lynn, but when did you graduate law school?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Do you realize, I feel funny when I do this sometimes because I'm one of these people that have done a lot of things on my own, including building a deck, installing a garage door opener, a lot of stuff that I never wish I got involved with. And I'm telling you, Lynn, right now, whether it's John Fuller or somebody else, to actually go in and manage this case, even though you give up a percentage, the percentage means nothing. Would you rather have 70% of 100,000 or 100% of 10,000? I mean, just start doing the math. I'm going to stay out of it from here, but I feel the need to make people
Mark,
understand.
Mark, you're on fire. That's good stuff, bro. That's good stuff. John, don't you agree?
I really think the issue is just timing here. You're not in a position to even discuss the resolution of your children's personal injury cases until you know the extent and nature of their injuries. So insurance companies love to step in and say, how about we just give you X number of dollars before you ever even been to the doctor and stuff. And so Mark's absolutely right, but it's broader than just having an attorney on your side. It means that you can't possibly have an educated discussion about the resolution of that claim until you know more about whether they're injured, what kind of future treatment they're going to need, whether there's going to be any permanency. I mean, all of those issues relate to valuing the case, and you just don't know any of them at this juncture.
Do you have any specific questions, Lynn, while we have John on the phone?
Yes, I do. So the $5,000 per kid was only if they were not receiving active medical care at the 30-day mark.
Okay.
The other option is if they are seeking active medical care at 30 days from the date of loss, then they would settle the injury claim with them and call it an agreement and release type settlement, where, for example, State Farm pays them $100 for pain and suffering and wage loss part of the claim, but reserve or set aside $1,000 to pay their medical bills as long as their treatment falls within 180 days of the date of loss.
My God, Lynn, I wouldn't even touch that.
So,
I
mean, that's like trying to negotiate a prenuptial agreement before you go on your first date.
That's exactly right. They're so premature. The reason they're premature, they want to get these people out of there. They want to get you over with. Time, they don't like time. Insurance companies don't like time. They want to get things settled.
That's why I said I wanted all 3 kids evaluated before I would make
Lynn,
a decision.
It gets so much deeper than that. I got to be honest here once again. When you talk about a chiropractor, you better know somebody that actually gets up and understands that this is a car accident, not a chiropractor at Kaiser, for example. You need someone that knows how to state and communicate with the insurance company and get that maximum value, really that maximum value. I have had 2 cases.
Yeah.
I want to talk real quick here. 2 cases with John Fuller, the guy you're talking to right there. Not only am I telling you to call him, I'm telling you twice in my life, I have called John Fuller when we were hurt in an accident, and both times, one was just my daughter and she was underage. Both times, maximum policy limits. He got every nickel there was, and I want that to stick in your head. Maximum.
Yes.
All right. So John Fuller, Fuller Law, you can always call him for initial consultation. Actually, you never have any out of pocket. It's a free consultation. If you hire him, it's on a percentage fee basis, 303-597-4500. We got to take a break. 303-597-4500. More right after this on the Troubleshooter Show. And don't forget, please, Compass Insurance Group. Speaking of insurance, make sure you have the best coverage. Compass will do a free insurance checkup to make sure you're not paying too much or you're not underinsured. That's 303-996-9000.
Thank you.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Ryan Schuling, Tom Martino, Michael Brown Reloaded, and Dan Kaplis. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, city traffic still in good shape for us. Got one accident just popping up at Parker and Havana. I-70 eastbound, the ramp getting onto 270 has been just a little on the slow side. Still seeing some delays along Santa Fe southbound at Mississippi with some backups there. But for the most part, pretty light out here. Biggest delays are still in the foothills, including Floyd Hill heading down through the Veteran Memorial Tunnels. A lot of heavy jamming there. And US 6 west of Golden up Clear Creek Canyon still slow. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the Tudor Dixon Podcast.
This week on the Tudor Dixon Podcast, we're exposing a dirty Democrat, learning the secret dangers of dance class, and breaking down the State of the Union. Get the facts the media won't. Listen to the Tudor Dixon Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Listen carefully. The federal incentives for solar systems are alive and well with commercial systems. Up to 70% of the systems can be paid for by the government. Here's another thing to know. Commercial systems don't always mean a factory and a warehouse. Sometimes it can be a landlord with a duplex or a strip mall. Or it could be you if you have an agri-base or a home-based business, possibly. But go to the experts who know how to do it and can help you sell power back to the end user for a profit. Alliance Roof and Solar. 303-704-2449. 704-2449.
Yep.
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
On line 4, we have an issue with a vehicle accident. Again, it's a possible injury from 3 weeks ago. John says he will stay on the line if you go to him.
Okay, just tell the other callers we'll get to them. I just want to make sure they don't get, because we have such impatient people. Yeah, I'll go to that one. So
okay.
It is,
right.
And let everybody know we got a line open,
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
You can do that, Mark. Let's see. So we have, I'll go to John. Okay.
Hey, Connie.
Hey, man.
How's it going, Tom?
Good. Oh, did he? Oh, okay. Cool. We've been rocking and rolling full lines. Full lines.
That's really good. You just need to stay on one, Tom.
I know, that's the thing. People are so impatient. I was up early today. Got a lot going on.
So this guy Lance on line 3, he's kind of a high maintenance guy. He called yesterday, didn't get on, hung up twice, and now he's calling back today.
Well, tell him we'll talk to him, man, but we're going to John first. Yeah, cool.
I did.
All right, thank you, dear. Thank you.
I can't control their behavior.
90.
Right.
That 90 is as hot as 90 is anywhere on the planet. We've been out there drenched. But this time of year is perfect.
No,
they
no,
got
we
these
know
big
what
old
all you
mosquitoes.
can do.
Oh, sick.
They got
No one would
mosquitoes
ever
this
say
big.
It's called the state bird.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I had some stuff.
But the big ones
support you.
They love them
support you
because they don't bite humans and they eat the little fuckers. Yeah, but they're fucking intimidating looking.
I didn't work out in the morning. I work out afternoons. I never do mornings. So tomorrow's my next
They're
workout
huge,
day.
and all they do is eat the
Right?
little fuckers that can kill you. But they're everywhere. The mosquitoes. The other thing that's big, probably because you're close to the
That's the
water.
way everyone used to do it.
Fucking chompers.
You'd have an envelope with the progress written on it.
Termites. So you got to make sure that you got to, when you buy any of these houses, you have them check for termites or see if there's an open contract with whoever. And pretty much if you're on the water, you're always going to have someone out there monthly doing whatever they do to get rid of them. So that house, to give you an idea, just the flood insurance was $1,200 a year because it's 15 and a half feet, which is cheap, $1,200. It's nothing. Another house we looked at that was literally half the cost of that one because it was 12 and a half feet. The insurance was almost $4,000. So it's kind of funny when you look at the premiums just on, not the homeowners, just the flood insurance can tell you a lot about what's going to happen. And that other one is actually flooded in, it was after Katrina, maybe it was like 16. I forget, they had another deal out there. And it actually got about a foot of water. Well, if the house is made right, even if it takes on water on that first floor, you're going to have damage, but flood insurance maxes out at $250,000, $250,000. So long as you know how to mitigate it quickly, you should never go over that $250,000. I mean, Katrina was a whole different fucking story. And then your other insurance pays for everything else. So the hurricane winds, like if windows blow out and like a fucking boat comes through your roof or whatever else happens, all that's your homeowners. The flood insurance at $250,000 is literally for water coming in.
Water intrusion, yeah. Because they definitely have crazier weather than we have.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Tornadoes, hurricanes, everything.
I'll tell you what was weird when we were out there, when we, pretty much, it was cooler there than I guess your week was gorgeous here.
Yeah.
We did that in Vegas one time, man. In the winter, we went out there, and it was cold as shit. I think it was last year. It was like 35, 40 degrees. That's crazy. And here, it was like 60.
No, we need some weather.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We need snow so bad, it's crazy.
Nothing in sight, though. I mean, even long term, it's just nothing.
Hey, Tom?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw guaranteed.
Oh. Hey, Tom here. Welcome. 303-713-TALK. Water Pros, the best water systems, the best prices, and I mean that sincerely. You want to get drinking water at the kitchen sink, $1,100 fully installed. You may want to talk to them about other systems as well, no matter what it is, whether you're getting rid of forever chemicals, chlorine, heavy metals, whatever. You'll never do better than Water Pros. 303-862-5554. Okay, so I want to go back to the phones because we have John Fuller on, a personal injury expert, auto accident expert, and we had another call as well about personal injury. So let's talk to John, who is the caller. And then, of course, we have John Fuller, our attorney expert. Go ahead, John. What about this accident you had 3 weeks ago? Tell us about it.
Yeah, I was just driving down the highway in the fast lane, and then some guy decided he wanted to play bumper cars and came into my lane, hit my door, and then bounced back into his lane. And then here I am today trying to deal with it with his insurance.
Now, hey, so you both pulled over, or did you both pull over, or were you incapacitated or was the car incapacitated? How did that work?
No, it wasn't that major of a accident. Just enough to cause damage to my car. His car was
How
fine,
much damage?
But I don't know. They estimated it at $32,000 or $3,200.
Okay. So what are you calling about? Were you injured at all?
Well, ever since the accident, I've been having like a neck pain in my neck. So I don't know. And then
Now,
I
when
just
was
started
the
a
when
new
was the
job.
accident, man? How long ago?
It was February 4th.
Okay. And did you go to a doctor?
No, I'm still contemplating that.
So if it only did 3,200, you're going down the highway. The guy hit you. When he hit you, did you spin out or did you come to a stop? What happened?
No, actually, he exited the highway and I exited it after he did. And I got in front of him and then I told him, well, let's move from the highway onto a safer spot because it was during the middle of
And you
rush hour.
exchanged information. Who's his insurance company?
I have no clue. It's fire something, but then it's I'm having to deal with Sedgwick, so I guess it's Sedgwick.
Okay. You know, so where do we stand? Where do we stand right now, John? Are they fixing your car without problem? Let's go to that property damage. How are they doing with the car right now?
They're not. They kind of just ghosted me. Yesterday, I spent 2 hours on the phone trying to get a representative. Well, the person that was handling this case, she actually just hung up on me because.
Hey, let me ask something real quick. John Fuller. Hey, John, when Sedgwick is involved, they're a third-party administrator. Generally, is that like a company truck, or what do you make of what this guy's trying to say?
Yeah, it could be a company. It could be a business vehicle. It could also just be a very small carrier that doesn't really adjust their own claims, and they use Sedgwick to do that. He was trying to say the name of the insurance company, but whatever I heard didn't equate to the name of an insurance company, so maybe I missed it. But yeah, there's a good chance it could be a commercial policy.
All right. So anyway, you think you have a personal injury, John? What should he do?
Well, listen, I've been on this radio show for a very long time, and for the entirety of that time, I've told people that the very first thing you do following an accident is to go and get checked out, because the burden of proof is on you to show that you were injured and it was caused by the accident. And so it's no different for the caller today, but just keep in mind that the 23-day gap in time that's gone by between the onset of the injury from the accident and not even going down the road of saying this is one of those accidents that's very hard to get super injured because it's a side glancing blow and not like just a T-bone where there's a tremendous impact. But with the 23-day gap, the presumption by most insurance companies is going to be that you're not hurt. And if you were hurt, you would have gone to the doctor before 23 days. And so if you even think that you might be hurt, I think the lesson is you need to go the day of the accident or in the next day or two after. Now, with that being said, if you go to the doctor and they decide to do an MRI and it shows that a disc is completely blown out or something like that, that clearly was not there prior to the accident, you may still be okay. But if we're talking just soft tissue injuries and sprains and strains and stuff like that, that 23-day gap may well be fatal to your entire case.
All right. So, John, you heard that, caller John. You got to go get checked out. That's your next step. And document everything.
Well, and call John and talk to him for a free consultation.
Now, what year, make and model? Advice. What year, make and model was your car, by the way?
It was 2016 BMW 328i.
The reason I ask is because I don't think you're going to have diminished value on that because it's 10 years old. But in any case, you got to get checked out. We need to take this break. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-8255.
Yeah, city traffic still in good shape for us. Got one accident just popping up at Parker and Havana. I-70 eastbound, the ramp getting onto 270 has been just a little on the slow side. Still seeing some delays along Santa Fe southbound at Mississippi with some backups there. But for the most part, pretty light out here. Biggest delays are still in the foothills, including Floyd Hill, heading down through the Veteran Memorial Tunnels. A lot of heavy jamming there, and US 6 west of Golden up Clear Creek Canyon still slow. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Brad vs. Everyone podcast.
Dangerous social media trends, media scandals, dumb TikTok boycotts, and more. Keep up with all the online stories mainstream media ignores by listening to the Brad vs. Everyone podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's a great real estate market for some, but not for others. Why is that? Well, you may want to get a market analysis of your home before you list it, and that's free of charge with Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Listen, he will come in and look at your home. He'll do a detailed analysis of the neighborhood, the comps, the supply and demand, the interest rates, all the elements going into that house, and then come up with a report on what he believes you'll get if you list it. So don't list blindly. Get a free market analysis. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
And you're just fucking stupid. You don't look at stop signs. You don't. You expect a dumb car to do stuff. Suzanne's yelling at me. The stupid car, the Kia, will always tell me to pull over and take a coffee break. I'll be driving 10 minutes and the damn thing will say, maybe you should consider taking a coffee break. Because I'm going in and out of the lines and shit, you completely forget how to drive. No matter what, that is the worst part of self-driving. You literally forget to fucking brake. You forget everything. Then every time you get out of the car, you leave it on. So like 10 minutes later, I'm coming back out from the restaurant and the fucking car's still running because the stupid thing doesn't turn off.
Against Tesla.
No.
You get an accident, you
against
sue Tesla.
Kia.
No, against Tesla, because they trained you.
They trained you, yeah.
They took away your education.
God, it is. It's like you become stupid.
Well, it started with automatic headlights. If you get in a car and somebody turned them off and you're not ready for it,
Kevin, that is
driving and you're like,
perfect.
Why is it so freaking dark?
That is 100% perfect. Now you just equate that down the road to stop signs and shit that's important, like turns. Like,
what do you mean I have to stop by myself?
I flew by the airport twice. I flew by, go, fuck, I got to turn back around. We're on the stupid Google Maps. Turn back around and fly past it the other way.
Is Chevy Chase over here? Look, kids, Big Ben.
So true.
It's fucking bonkers, man. Then I get back in this morning and it's just like, okay. And I get here safety and I don't feel as if I almost died 4 times because I forgot how to drive.
You know, waiting for the phone call. Where were you at 9:15? At the intersection of.
God, it really is. It really is different.
No,
it's
the more and more
fucking
automatic
crazy
stuff that happens, the less and less you get. You get in a car with nothing.
It can't be, in all seriousness, it can't be good ultimately for the human brain as you get older.
No.
I mean, it's good for safety and it's good for a lot of shit, but pretty soon everything. Think about these fucking robots. I'm going to have one of these robots. What the fuck am I going to have to do? Go walk the dogs, go mow the fucking robot does everything. Yeah, the car drives you, the robot cooks for you. The fucking, what are you going to do?
You don't know where anything is now. Wait till you get a robot.
Fuck. You won't even need a phone anymore. There'll be no phone. You just have your robot fucking do whatever. Hey, robot, what's going on in the news today? It was funny. I literally did blow by the airport. Suzanne's like, it's back there. What are you doing? Fuck, I forgot to turn. She's like, it's right on the screen. I said, I know, but our fucking car's turn. This car's dumb. Thomas, hit that number hard, brother.
All right.
Not that damn text number.
Yeah,
that text number is evil. Remember, it's evil.
It is evil. I got so many of them, too. Somebody wants to know, how do you get hit at 35 miles an hour and in a Kia and not be totaled?
And not be dead.
Well, and she's getting these estimates. They're going to send her money to fix the car. They haven't taken it apart yet. You know they're going to find more damage.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah. I mean, they can say $4,000 and the frame's bent and you're $15,000.
Mm-hmm.
But truly, a Kia Sportage isn't that hardy.
No, most of those aren't. You guys see rates are under 6? We should get, if we get a slow time, let's get John on. That was the main story on Fox today, rates. Besides, we might blow up Iran over the weekend, which it's a backup headline. Rates are under 6%.
Well, after 11 o'clock, it's all going to be about Slick Willie.
Oh, I know. It's going to be
no,
great.
they're going to turn it on Trump because Slick Willie said something about Trump, and that's how
Man, listen, if James Comey didn't drop a dime on Trump, nobody's going to.
Right.
Just shut up.
Oh, there's nothing. Exactly. If Biden, that's right, Shannon, no doubt about it.
And specifically Comey, 86-47, that bag of fags, F you.
He was trying harder than anybody.
No offense, by the way.
Look what I found on the beach.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino with Marc Mager. We got the gang for Card Day. Let's go to the phones again and talk to, I think, didn't Lance have a car question for our guys? Let's do that. Lance, a 2017 GMC Sierra. What's going on, Lance?
Good morning, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Lance. How can we help you?
The truck runs perfectly. It does a weird thing that I've never seen in a vehicle. I can come home to my driveway, turn it off, walk away, come back 4 minutes later, 20 minutes later, open up the door, and I hear this shucking. The closest thing I could resemble it to is almost like you're shucking a pup shotgun, just a and then I close the door, walk away, come back another 5 minutes, you open up the door. This is not even starting, just while it's just basically
it's reading your key fob, and it's probably reading your key fob and energizing a system. I mean, many cars do that. That could be it. And the system it's energizing has a weird noise. Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Autotech, they do electrical. Kevin, does it sound like it could be that?
Well, where do you hear the noise coming from? From the doors themselves, like a door latch opening, or what? Where do you hear it?
No, sir. It sounds like it's coming down by the flywheel.
Oh, wow.
And the keys do not have to be on me. I can just have the car parked and the keys be
Wait a minute.
The rear door.
You just open only one door it happens with, or all doors?
All doors.
You open a door and you hear a sound.
I hear it.
Maybe it's a security system to scare people away, a shotgun.
I mean, it's not quite like a shotgun, but that's the closest thing I could say. But it's like it's I don't know if it's coming alive. I don't know if it's priming. I know what the fuel.
That's what it sounds like to me.
But it's not a fuel pump, because the fuel pump has a buzz, it primes it. But again, there's no keys. I'm not engaged in the ignition. It's just.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Give it a. I mean, Kevin and Jeff Vick. What do you guys think?
Well, just off the top of my head, I haven't got a clue. But I mean, if it does it regularly, then it should be easily found.
I've got a great idea.
Sounds like a solenoid valve.
A solenoid valve.
Yeah.
But what would trigger it? What in opening a door would trigger a noise, guys? What happens when he opens it?
Things activate when you open, because the lights come on. All kinds of different things happen when you open the door. So
it's a relay. That's exactly what it's a. That's exactly what it is. It's a relay. Or are they all the relays? Are they all solid state?
You get somebody underneath the car, obviously, and listen for the noise.
Open and shut the door.
Open and shut the door. Yeah.
Good idea. Crawl underneath.
All right, we got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. If anyone has an idea, call us. We got more. Get your calls in. 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466.
Here at the Raleigh House, our team...
So you actually can put probes on the vehicle?
Oh, and hear from different ones?
Yeah, so you can drive down the road and you can isolate.
Yeah.
It'll tell you which sensor basically.
Okay, I'm going to go get...
You can see a pattern. graphs that you can see louder.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Actually.
you put headphones on and you can hear it for yourself. Or actually, you don't even have to have the headphones. You can turn the speaker on right there on the.
I don't give a shit.
Those are so much better now that they're freaking wireless.
No, it's not what's ridiculous with the wires. Yeah. We lost many of those.
Yeah.
Too busy with Wave 8 to do this stuff. It's too busy to do dishes.
Is Tim in freaking YouTube today? Let me go look in YouTube. Yeah. I don't know if he's there or not.
He was, at least.
He was?
Yeah, it says, be right back. I need some Wendy's.
Oh, okay. He texts us going, hey, Metallica's at the Sphere. We should do a get-together and see who wants to go see Metallica in Vegas at the Sphere. He's texting Suzanne, and Suzanne texts back, yeah, that could be a good idea. And then later on, he's texting to other people going, well, I can't go to the Sphere because I just bought a new Honda. And Suzanne's like, what the fuck? Why did you text me that then?
Yeah. Have you been in the Sphere yet?
Yeah, we've been there a couple times.
Oh, is it pretty cool?
It's fucking cool, man. The Wizard of Oz, believe it or not, was the best. It's a movie.
Yeah.
But, like, it is, like, crazy. The whole tornado scene, there's, like, real shit flying by you. Like a real cow. Well, not a real cow, but a real fake cow.
Yeah. Real fake cow.
A real
it's the
fake
same,
cow.
only different.
It's just, you can't eat it. But the wind
like
is
a real cow?
Yeah, the wind is crazy. So you have the theater effect, meaning the screens that like a 3D because it wraps around you. But then there's also real shit happening. Like they dropped a bunch of shit like little stuffed monkeys or something. I forget what they dropped. All kinds of shit. Just falling from the ceiling right on your lap. And the wind is crazy.
Wow.
It's very realistic. I have not seen a concert there. We saw Wizard of Oz, and then when they have nothing going on there, they have the Sphere Experience, which is like about our planet, and it's pretty cool. Oh, Suzanne's talking about, you guys seen Punch the Monkey?
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay, she told me about it, like, I guess it happened like a week or so ago. And she'd be telling me about it in the mornings or whatever at breakfast. I never looked at it. I'm like, oh, whatever, fucking monkey. So finally yesterday, I look at this stupid monkey, Punch the Monkey. Oh my fucking God, it is heart-wrenching.
It is. It
It
really
is absolutely. I'm like fucking in the airport, like fucking crying over this stupid fucking monkey. It is the saddest shit I ever saw. Now, if someone did that to a human, it wouldn't even bother me. It'd be like, what the fuck that little asshole do, right?
Right.
But holy shit, when it runs up and grabs that stuffed animal. Have you seen this shit, Shannon?
Yes. Heartbreaking.
It is absolutely... okay, if you can watch that and not be sad as shit, you are a sociopath.
That's right.
They need to fucking use that to see if people are a sociopath. It is the saddest shit I ever seen. I'd adopt that fucking monkey. My German Shepherd might eat it, but...
There was some people who tried to, actually.
God, it was so cute. No, it's not even cute. It's just sad. It's horrific. And then he hangs onto the leg of the fucking guy. Oh.
Well, you saw that he's got a friend now.
I read, and I just couldn't watch it anymore. It was fucking horrible.
There was another monkey that ended up befriending him or adopting him, if you will. It used to be a circus monkey that didn't get along well with the troop at the circus.
And now they're cool.
And it went right up to him, and they started...
Oh, that's good. God. You know what? We should have AI just write a small movie about them. You'd probably sell the shit out of it. At this point, you don't have to buy the rights to anything.
Well, there's so much on YouTube.
So I put into Grok. I'll tell you how fucking old school I am. I'm thinking, why would a mother monkey, shun away a baby? I don't know. So I asked Grok. I said, hey, Grok, why would a mother monkey, and what I'm talking about is Punch the monkey, do you think maybe he was retarded and that's why the mother wanted nothing to do with it? Grok comes back and bitches at me for using retarded. My AI model fucking bitches at me. That's craziness.
I had Google turn on in here while I was yelling at Kelly one day, and it actually came back and says, I don't think I was meant to hear that. Sorry, Kelly.
So it's kind of weird. In the car now, if we're going somewhere, I can use Grok to insert a stop. So I can say, hey, Grok, and that wakes it up like Siri or any of these things, like Alexa. And it'll wake up and I'll say, hey, stop at Walmart, the closest Walmart in between here and where we're going. It'll just add it and do it.
Great.
But it triggers something into Grok to where Grok is then listening. So then if Suzanne and I start talking, it might be 20 minutes. Grok will all of a sudden chime into the entire conversation that we had no idea anybody was listening to. And even though it's just a fucking robot or whatever you want to call it, it's still creepy as shit when the damn thing starts chiming in on personal shit you might have been talking about.
Wow.
Suzanne was probably praising my lovemaking or something.
Yeah, sure, yeah. And then you hear a laugh in the car and you're like, who the hell was that?
Say, honey, I can only take so much praise.
It chimes in with, you should see my hard drive.
I'm not feeling great today. My stomach is fucked up. I've been having stomach problems. Yeah, I hope it's nothing serious.
Are you tired?
No, not really. Just
Tom, they gutted you. It's probably pretty normal.
What's that?
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. We got a lot happening. It's car day. Marc Mager back at the ranch. Mark, who do you got there?
We got Kevin Calkin, and we have also got Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmissions. Any questions you got, get them in. We're not just talking cars. It doesn't matter what's going on with your life. Maybe a bad contractor. Maybe you got a landlord that you're just sick and tired of, and you want to warn people. That's what the show's about. 303 Martino. We have recouped at no cost well over $300 million over the years.
Yes.
303 Martino. Call right now.
And I got Deputy Bo with me here at the home studio. So let's go to the phones. So I got a few texts that, Lance, people say that when you open the door of a car, it activates systems, and it's simply one of your systems that's going haywire. And I think that's what our car experts are saying as well. Right, guys?
Yeah, something's coming on when the door opens, and a lot of systems do wake up. I mean, they have to be ready to start the car and different things.
Is this a new phenomenon?
I don't know if it's as common with 17.
No, is it new? Is it a new phenomenon?
How long has it been going on?
No, it's been ever since I've owned it. It's got 6,000 miles, and the sound also goes when you shut the door.
Wow.
When you shut the door and walk away.
Well, if a system's turning off, if it makes noise turning on, then it makes sense that it's going to make noise turning off.
You know.
So, I mean, it's not common with these trucks, right?
No. So you probably just have a noisy relay or something, but it's one of, I mean, if you're hearing it from underneath the vehicle, it's easy enough, bring it into a shop. One guy will get in it, we lift it up, and then you just start opening and closing the door and isolate it.
Yep.
That's what you're going to have to do, Lance, at this point. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah. Thanks for calling, by the way. We're going to go to Connie. Connie, what's going on?
Well, first I need to tell you, I've listened to you almost since the first day you were on.
Oh, my God.
And I've used so many of your vendors.
Oh,
and so
thank
I
you.
love this show.
Thank you,
I learned
Connie.
so much.
Thank you so much.
But my problem is I had Sunrun put solar on my house in 2022.
Okay.
I noticed that my bills, I didn't seem to be saving money. This year is the very first time I got any information from Sunrun telling me how much money I saved last year. I saved $235 for 12 months.
Oh, my God.
And yet I paid them $40+ a month to rent. So I'm in the hole. But the problem
Wait
here
a minute. What do you mean $40 a month? What does that mean? Are you leasing a system?
I rent it from them, yes.
It's called a lease, a solar lease. And you pay $40. How do they base that $40 a month?
I don't have a clue because I have tried for 4 years to have somebody call me, and I have never, ever, ever had a return call. I've gone to Costco, where I initially found out about them. I have given these guys my name probably a half a dozen times. Oh, I'm going to have my manager call you.
Yeah, well, that's not unusual for the solar business. First of all, the solar business for residential is all but dead right now. So, people aren't doing anything. But
I think Sunrun's not even in servicing Colorado anymore.
How do you think so?
I think you're right. You know why?
Why is that?
I feel, well, I know now, the man did not figure correctly what should be put on my roof.
So you never paid any money up front, right? You're just doing a straight lease.
That's why I went with them.
Okay. Why don't now? I don't believe you're only saving $240. I don't believe it. I believe that.
Yeah, I sent it to you in a letter.
Yeah, but even if she's positive cash flowing over a year, she didn't have anything out of pocket. I mean, it's a little better, right?
Well, do you pay your electric company anything at all?
Yes.
Wait, so you still have an electric bill?
You bet I do, and it's high.
But they
and
say
the man told me.
Okay, so you're paying $40 a month, right? Every month.
Lease.
I get you. So that comes to about $480, and you save $240. So basically, you're $240 in the hole.
That's not how I understood it.
Well, how'd you understand it, Mark?
Well, I thought over a year's period, when it came to an electric bill, she was saving $240.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, but if you include the amount of money she's given them.
I was including what she's paying on the lease, though.
No,
she's
Mark.
Not.
No, Mark. She's only. No. Here's what she's saying. Let me get it straight, and you tell us if we're right or wrong, Connie. You're saying if you add up your electric bills compared to previous years, Sunrun tells you you're saving in electricity. You're saving $240, but you're paying out $400.
12 months.
Yeah, and you're paying out in 12 months $480.
Well, you shouldn't have got solar.
Well, I didn't know that until it was running.
Maybe that's why those bums aren't in town anymore.
I don't think they're in Colorado either.
What Sunrun has said to me when I've been able to talk to a man when I call, but he never calls back.
Hey, Connie, can you send us your last electricity bill?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Kelly, give her a place to send it. I really want to see it, and I'll make some calls.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, what did they say what did they say you were going to save, Connie?
Okay, the salesman who quit this January and who...
Just tell me what he said, okay? Just tell me what he said. We go down a rabbit hole here.
He said I would have almost no electric bill.
Oh, my God. What size is your system? What size is your system?
There's only 15 things on the roof, solar panels.
What size is it as far as kilowatts? Do you know?
No, not right offhand.
You know, we ought to have Alliance. We ought to talk to them about it. If there's 15 panels.
Let's make sure what she's saying is actually what's going on. No offense to you, Connie. It's such a bad deal. It's kind of hard to believe.
It is hard to believe.
It is a bad deal. Well, here's, let me say that the men that I have spoken to, and you guys have all their names and numbers, have said to me, yes, the system is too small.
Well, maybe Alliance could add some panels, or I don't know what it needs, and make it actually worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sunrun cannot add any panels here in Denver.
Yeah, they're out of.
So you're right. They may be gone from here.
I know for a fact they're gone, and I think they pulled out of Costco.
Well, are they not in business anymore?
I think they're still in business, but they're not servicing Colorado, Tom.
I think I remember that as well, Bo. They're out of, I don't know, out of a different state now.
I wonder if she can convert it to a where she can just purchase the solar cells, and it would be cheaper than paying a monthly lease.
Yeah, but there's not even a tax incentive anymore. Yeah, so
You know, that's another thing, Tom. I don't know if they got me any credits when I bought this.
No, you wouldn't with a lease. They would get them. No? They get them.
All right.
That's how they work leases. Okay. So listen, here's the deal. Okay. It sounds so attractive. No money down, $40 a month. But if it's not saving you money, let Mark take a look at your bill. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, DenverRegen.com. Painful joints and tendons. Or you want testosterone therapy, they do that too. And weight loss drugs for pennies on the dollar compared to the competition, DenverRegen.com.
Hi, I'm Gary Bell of the law firm of Bell & Pollock. Involved in a car crash? Injured? You should always call the police. If you want to know why, then listen to our Bell & Pollock Legal Injury Hub podcast on your favorite platform.
You know, if you want to talk about a great company, let's talk the Art of Granite. You want the best prices, you'll get the best prices when it comes to the Art of Granite. The Art of Granite does all stone, any natural stone, or they'll do man-made materials. They come out in template when you call them. If you like the price they give you, they'll come out in template and measure. And then 3 weeks later, you have countertops. That's how great it is. That is the one thing I can tell you, the artofgranite.com will give you the best prices too. Give them a call, 303-386-5919. Hey, are your windows leaky and drafty? Are your energy bills too high? Now's the perfect time to have K&H Home Solutions replace your windows. Colorado homeowners have trusted K&H since 1956. They offer premium window, door, siding, and roofing products that improve energy and withstand extreme weather. K&H has completed more than 125,000 projects. They have a 4.8 Google review. Listen, positive review. Right now, get 40% off your installation and 0% financing and no payments for 12 months. KHWindows.com, 303-421-7100.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And you have my cell phone.
But I've never seen something
tell the
like
driver
Matt
if
Rife
he gets confused to go ahead and give me a call, and I'll do my best to go down there.
So.
You guys remember John Rocker, the pitcher with the Braves?
Oh, yeah.
I don't. They do.
You remember how he was after a ride on the subway?
No. I have no idea.
Riding through Manhattan in the subway, it's like being in some foreign country, man. Nobody speaks English. They all smell bad. Oh my God!
Smell bad.
New York.
Well, the subways
are great. It was great. And Kelly just went John Rocker on the pizza delivery people. Will you speak English and follow directions? God damn it!
I guess you guys aren't getting any pizza at iHeart.
God, I don't know.
I'm not sure if I want to trust that pizza.
Pizza will have extra toppings.
Yeah. Better check the toppings. Make sure they don't smell bad.
We'll make Kelly eat the first weird-looking slice.
Oh. It was awesome to watch her work.
I've been on the phone, so what's your name?
She's got the decorum of an animal.
It's really and then she's so sweet when she gets on the air with you. Sounds like she's talking to a dog. Yes, Tom? Yeah, I'm calling him right now. I'm doing it.
We'll rename her Sybil.
Sybil.
That was an awful movie. Although I didn't know Tears for Fears album, Songs from the Big Chair, was based on it.
Was what?
Based on Sybil's autobiography.
Oh, really?
God. Roland Orzabal, cheer up.
Okay, what's your first name? All right, Jackie. Hang on for me, and we will be with you as soon as possible about your health care questions, okay?
Okay, I'm going to grab my water.
Elvis Presley in concert. It's so weird how they do concerts now at AMC.
It's not the
AI concerts?
No, it's somebody's taking a bunch of footage and cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Have you seen
the Elvis one?
Have you seen the AI videos where the guys are from the old bands are sitting on the couch and it shows them in their 20s and then it shows them today in their 70s, like Journey and all these old classic rock groups, and it then and now it's called.
They do the same. Yeah, exactly. They do the same thing with old TV shows like MASH, and the ones that have already died and passed away, they'll have angel wings on them.
We can do that with this show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shut up.
What? You don't want to be? Well, you should, work on the memorial images.
Before I go is what you're saying. God Almighty, are you a morbid son of a bitch? That's not nice to say to somebody. That's not nice to somebody. Say somebody just got over cancer.
Love you. Stand by. You're up.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So Shannon just told me off the air I should get my obit pictures in order. So
You want to be remembered correctly.
God Almighty.
You don't want input on that? You don't want me doing it?
Well, I've had such a close brush with my mortality this past year. It's weird that you said that, but maybe I should.
Well, I'll probably beat you to the grave with how often I visit a buffet.
All I say is I thank God for every day. Let's talk.
Wait. I'm pretty sure Suzanne gets to pick that picture.
Yeah, she certainly has earned that for sure. She knows where they are. So, Jackie, who do you pick who I should take, Kachina? They're both at the same time here. Who should I take?
Let's take the car question.
Okay, Bill, you want to talk about your 14 GMC Acadia. Go ahead, Bill.
Well, first of all, it only has 210,000 miles on it.
Oh, you're lying.
No, that's true.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, honest to God.
Well, then just be happy it's running at all.
Well, I am. What I'm really dissatisfied with if I want to buy a new car. So here's what it's doing, and my mechanics looked at it. We can't figure it out. But when you pull up to a stop sign, you're in gear, and you're just sitting there, and you can feel just a little slight bump occasionally, like there's a little bump in the engine like it's missing or something. You know, you'll just sit there idling good, and then bump, bump, and then it'll sit there. And so I'm just wondering if there's any ideas on anything like that.
So when you're at a stop and idling, it happens only, right?
In gear, yeah.
Yeah, when you're going down the road, it's pristine.
Well, it should be something pretty easy to hook up, and we just record on a movie everything that's going on, and then you can actually go back and review everything and see where that bump is at and what is actually malfunctioning at the time.
Yep. So it's only when he's he's at a standstill. It's an automatic transmission. He's at a standstill. His foot's on the brake and it's idling, and that's when you hear it, Bill. Are those the conditions?
Yeah, when I feel it. Yeah, when I feel it.
Now, what if you just put it in park and sat there idling? Would it happen?
No, we don't feel it then.
So it needs a load on it.
So what does that tell you guys?
Well, it's still a number of things, but are there any codes being stored?
Yeah, nothing's coming up.
Yeah, we just have to graph it and create a movie, and then we can actually look at those graphs, and we'll be able to see something act up. I mean, there's so many things going on, you can't.
Now, what do you mean see it? Where will you see it? On the output?
On the graphs.
Yeah,
we'll actually graph everything going on
from the computer.
Correct, and then we can take that and we can put it on a screen and we can review the graph.
Okay.
And you'll look at each individual component.
That makes sense.
Which one's acting up when you feel that bump?
You'll see a little glitch. Yep.
Okay.
Give me the phone number. I'm way up in northern Colorado, but I have no problem coming to Denver.
Now listen, you don't have to go. You know, there's a guy up there that you can go to. Hands-on Auto Tech, Tom Maggio. Hands-on Auto Tech.
Okay.
He's a great guy. He can diagnose that. Did you get the name? Just make sure you get the name. Kachina, make sure you get that name. Hands-on Auto Tech. Jackie, what is going on, Jackie? What's happening?
Well, I'm curious to find out what you think about long-term health care policies. I've had one since I'm 42. I'm 60 now.
Do you mean long-term care as opposed to long-term health, right? You're talking about long-term care.
Long-term care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really have, the truth is, I don't really have an opinion on it because long-term care is a very specific insurance, and it will almost never pay what the cost will be. So it's a matter of math. I've always said this, when people come to me at my company, Wave 8 Wealth Management, we simply say this: the best long-term care is money. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you don't buy a policy. There's nothing wrong with buying a policy. And, and some annuities will double the payment, but it's still never going to be enough to pay for long-term care. I mean, not the way prices are going, but it's better than nothing. So if you want to do that, you can have some kind of long-term care. Annuities can provide that. Long-term care insurance alone can provide that, or simply a good nest egg that you put away for that. It's really hard. It's really hard to evaluate. You're going to have people who sell it tell you it's the best thing in the world. I personally don't have it. I'd rather build up wealth. Again, if you can't build up wealth, it might be your better alternative. So do you have any money in savings or in investments?
We do, and I actually do have a long-term care policy, but I'm looking at it. My elimination period is 180 days. That means you have to come up with 6 months of either
that's a long
cash
time.
out of pocket, which is going to be a lot of money. And we did this when we were young and made the premium.
How much are you paying? How much are the premiums? How much are the premiums?
They're $77 a month right now. They go up. They're starting to go up a little bit because I'm now 60. And I'm just wondering if it's a waste of money to have it if I've got to come up with.
Well, you're talking about $1,000, roughly $1,000 a year. I can't see that that's a bad
premiums.
Yeah, I can't see that's a bad deal.
Come up with 6 months of
I get
money.
it.
So if you need a nursing home
That's
and
a
they're
deductible.
$11,000 a month,
That's a
times 6
deductible.
months,
That's right.
you know,
And
it's a deductible.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. And also, long-term care you may not qualify for. The qualifiers are important too.
Right.
But it's not that expensive, is what I'm saying. Is it better than nothing? That's the question. If you're paying $1,000 a year, how much do you have in it right now, total, from inception? How much do you have in it?
Well, I think what I have. You mean what I paid in premiums?
Yeah.
So, I mean, my payments a month,
Yes.
probably $10,000 of my own money in there, but there's no cash value to this.
No, of course not. So if you have 10 grand in that, if you had 10 grand, I get it. So if you have 10 grand in that, and you'd have to come up
with the deductible, that's the problem.
The deductibles, how many
Is it
months
worth
did you
having
say?
The deductible so high.
How many months?
One more time.
How many months do you have to come up with?
My deductible period is 6 months, 180 days.
So that's going to be about 60 grand. So you're talking about 60 grand. So you're talking about 60 plus what you have in it right now is 70. I mean, look, I don't know. Do you?
What does it cover per month though? Does it cover 10,000 a month, 12,000? What's it cover? Where is the policy?
I'm looking at the policy.
Yeah,
right
what
now.
is the benefit?
That's a benefit is
How much is it?
Maximum lifetime is $396,000. Monthly benefit says $10,860 is $362 a day. I know if you spend days in rehab, those will count. Well, at least now, if that happened, it would count towards your.
Jackie,
your deductible.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm not an expert on long-term care. I'm certainly not. But it doesn't sound terrible to me. It really doesn't. I mean, what you could do is find another one that might be a little better.
I doubt it.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound bad to me, though. They're all going to have a lockout period. They are. They're all going to have a lockout period.
Right.
Now, the thing is, here's something, but here's something you don't.
My mom is going through it.
But here's something you may want to consider, because this is something that is in the policy. But the lockout period could be from the time you become disabled, not necessarily from the time you enter long-term care. Meaning, if you could get family to take care of you and help you at home, if you can't do so many of the duties, there's a formula, so many of the daily duties, dress, feed, whatever, you don't have to spend necessarily money during that lockout period, or you don't have to be in a expensive facility for it to be part of the lockout. It's from the time you become disabled.
Right.
You understand? Most of them are. Now, yours might actually say that you have to pay 6 months in premiums. That's what it might say. But some of them say from the time you can't do a certain number of duties per day. So I don't know how yours is written. Do you know how it's written? What deems you starting?
Well, I'm looking at it right now, but I'm not sure. It talks about the definitions of activities, the 2 of the 6 you're talking about.
Right. And if you can't do those,
I'm not sure.
The thing is, if it says you must be in a long-term care facility for 6 months, then they start paying. That's a whole bunch different than you have to be disabled for the 6 months, because you could. What I'm saying, I'm not saying they would, but you could get a relative or someone to live in your house and help you while you're waiting to get your long-term care. That's all I'm saying. And do you know what long-term care has become for about 80% of the population? What do you think it is? It's Medicaid. Medicaid. People.
Medicaid. Well, my mom's going through it right now, which is why I'm thinking about my own policy. She's only got a 60-day thing, and we're trying to get her on Medicaid. So it made me start looking at my own stuff and wondering if it's even worth even having this anymore. I don't know.
I think it is, because you've invested in it, and yours doesn't sound terrible. You may want someone to evaluate that. I wish we had someone. We do have someone. Integra Insurance, they don't do long-term care, but they have someone that they work with. And those people over at Integra Insurance, they're really good people. And I think if you called over there,
I'll give them a call.
and what you say to them is, what you just basically say, hey, could you help me with a long-term care specialist? And then what they would probably do is just refer you to somebody. It's their number over there is 303-466-5500. That's 303-466-5500. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK. We have a lot happening on the show. Renew Home Innovations, the best prices, guaranteed lowest price on a furnace replacement. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
Yep.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplan today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we're not doing too badly on the freeways. I'm seeing a little slowdown on 6th Avenue heading westbound in between Sheridan and Wadsworth. A little slow in there. Looks unusual. Can't pinpoint anything just yet if you're heading that way. Pena is running a little heavy out of the airport. 270 still a little slow. You're making your way out of Commerce City. Got one crash down south on Parker.
Yeah.
This is right at
Just
Fremont,
one.
which is
Oh,
approaching
no, that was her.
Arapahoe Road. We've had some backups there, and we're still seeing delays going down Floyd Hill through the Veteran Memorial Tunnels. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by The Carol Markowitz Show.
Hi, it's Carol Markowitz. Join me on The Carol Markowitz Show for insightful conversations with Dominic Green, Wall Street Journal contributor, and Algemeyer's Corey Walker. You don't want to miss it. Listen to The Carol Markowitz Show on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know, if you buy a house right and rent it out, at least enough to cover your payments, you could end up with a really good return when you sell that house because of how real estate appreciates. But that's only if you find the right market and the right people to help you, the right management company. And you know who does that for you? Vestera Turnkey. They set you up with a house. They find the house for you. They set you up with a management company and with ultimately selling the property to make a profit on the equity. They research good markets so you can find the best market to be a landlord. And they help you on every step of the way. 303-888-3788. Find out more about the Vestera way. 303-888-3788, VesteraTurnkey.com.
Thank you.
Shannon, maybe I should get measured for the casket too. What the hell?
Not a bad idea. Hey, you know, measure twice, cut once. I heard a great bit from a stand-up comedian about, she said that her mom died when she was kind of young and her dad was going to get remarried and didn't know what to do with mom's ashes. So he gave it back to the mom's mom, you know, this girl's grandmother. She said in kind of a return to manufacturer move.
Oh, God.
But that,
that's funny.
That there was concern about should he keep the ex-wife in a jar in the house with the new wife?
No.
And the daughter says, at the time I thought, well, come on, yeah, it's fine. She says, as an adult woman now, I go, no, I probably would have flushed down a teaspoon of ashes every day until that bitch was gone. Because no, I don't want her in the house.
You know, I don't know why people don't do things like bake it into a cake or cookies or.
Make a cake.
Oh my God! Right. There's jewelry. People do have it crushed into jewelry.
They do.
Well, Suzanne said that's what she wants to do. Be turned into jewelry.
Turned into a ring.
How is that done? I wonder if you can compress them and make a diamond.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing.
That's what they're doing, yeah.
No, literally making like a diamond?
A man-made diamond out of the.
That could be cool. Yeah, Shannon, with you, you'd have a 5 carat, 6 carat.
Oh my God! Oh, it'd tip you over. It'd be so big.
Tip you over.
Well, there is that company here in town that will turn you into liquid. You end up with about 25 gallons, average person.
Oh, bullshit, 25. There's no 25 gallons in a person.
Yes, I don't know. The dude came into the studio. I walked him into the studio, and you know what our lobby looks like. I was bringing him in to be on Ross's show, and I said, "Please excuse our human sacrifice lobby here."
Right.
And he goes, "Hey, when you're done with them, can I have them?"
See, I'm just going to be cremated. Right. I'm going to have my kids go walk around to everybody that I didn't like and just to see.
There you go.
Get in their eyes.
Put it in the gas tank. Would that mess it up? There you go.
You know, I've been around cars long enough. I think by then I'll be done with them.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Where's your boy? I had a funny video to show him.
Gonna go flying this weekend, Tom?
Maybe I will. Yeah.
Nice weather.
Well, yeah, this is good weather. We didn't have a winter, man. I don't know if we'll get one.
It's not looking like it.
We don't get it in the next few weeks. It's going to be springtime.
There was some story about a foot and a half coming in the next 10 days is one of the models, but we'll see. You know how that goes.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome. Give us a call, 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466, and you can call around the clock, and we will get back to you and get you on the show, or when you call when we're on the air, it'll come right through. You can also call our iHeart radio line, which is 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, I always ask Mark what's on his mind, and he often brings up politics, and a lot of people have been talking about midterms, okay? When are the midterms? Aren't they in November? I mean, isn't it kind of early to talk about midterms? Why are they talking so much about midterms now? That's what I don't understand. I thought they were right around the corner, but they're not. But here's the deal. I looked that up because so many people were talking about midterms. And here's the deal. Did you know that most incumbent presidents never win their midterm election? I mean, their party, never. In fact, I went back to 2000. What did I do? I went back to 2010. Okay. And here's what the table was. I went back and charted it. Barack Obama was president in 2010. It was the mid-year, right? Mm-hmm. The House, they lost 63 votes. In the Senate, they lost 6. In fact, you're going to be surprised. There was only one president that picked up in the Senate. Wait, Barack Obama in 2014, another mid-year. They lost 13 House seats and 9 Senate seats. He got spanked in both midterms. He got spanked. Then in 2018, Trump lost 41, which, like I said, you know, Barack Obama lost 63 one year, and then next election, midterm, he lost 13. So Donald Trump didn't do terrible, but he didn't do great. He lost 41 seats in the House. That was during his first term, during the midterms of his first term. And then, listen, he gained 2 Senate seats, which a lot of people were shocked about. Now, Joe Biden only lost 9 House seats. He lost the least amount of seats for midterms, and he gained 1 Senate seat. So Biden actually did pretty damn good during his midterm. He really did.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, people liked what he was doing. Let's see. What do you think, Mark? What do you think Trump will do for midterms? What do you think the party will do? Seriously, what do you think?
I know you're being serious. I'm thinking a Democrat sweep, meaning they'd take over both. There's probably about a 40% odds.
You really think that?
Yeah, but I think ultimate that's a sweep. I think the Republicans are going to hold the Senate. And to be clear here, I'm looking at Polymarket, so I'm going off of the actual odds.
Oh, you're going off of Polymarkets. You know, speaking of that,
and I'll tell you, they were the only ones that had Trump winning for the most part. I mean, there was a lot of there's a lot of BS out there. I don't trust polls whatsoever. I do trust the past, and that's what you're talking about. And generally speaking, that's the way it goes. I just pray people get out there, unless they want to go back to, you know, all kinds of issues, and for the next 2 years after the midterm, have nothing in the news cycle about, you know, going after Trump, impeachment.
Well, speaking of Polymarkets, you know, there is a thing now in investing, and regular investing. We're talking regular investments. They're buying events. They're literally doing prediction markets. They're buying event contracts. And if this happens, then you get paid. If it doesn't, you don't. And this is literally gambling, but it's being sold as a security. Now, is that what Polymarket does? I don't know about Polymarket. Did they do that? Are they doing prediction markets?
It is a prediction, but it truly is depending on, yeah. Basically, it's like a gambling site, man. I mean, you're seeing where the real money is going.
But you invest it like an investment security, right?
Yeah, I guess technically they say it that way, but most of the ones that I look at, not necessarily Polymarket.com, but I kind of refer to them all the same. They're overseas ones, and the overseas ones, it is just like gambling. They'll set a line like on a football game, and then they let the money talk.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And the government is thinking about getting involved here and saying, you know, and kind of...
Why?
Well, because they don't want... sounds like an oxymoron. They don't want the stock market to be a gambling market.
It is a gambling market.
I know. It's, you know, technically it is. The way some people invest, it is a gambling market. You're right. So here's the thing. Prediction markets, Polymarket is one. There's one called Fanatics. They're spreading across the U.S. Listen to this. 39 states have legalized sports books. Now that's different. But prediction markets are in states even that don't have those legalized ones. So the legalized gambling's one thing, but the prediction markets are in all states because they are being marketed as securities. People buy contracts based on predictions. It's crazy. They're not calling it gambling, but what the hell else is it? It is gambling. Now, DraftKings says they may get into the securities market. They might actually evolve into a prediction market, so they can actually be sold as an investment. Can you imagine investing in predictions? I mean,
that doesn't sound like an investment vehicle. It just sounds like
that's
gambling.
That's what some of the people in the government saying. The prediction markets, they're not regulated because, well, they're regulated as a security, but they're not regulated as a gambling thing. That's where the gambling people are pissed off. The gambling people are saying, wait a minute, we have to go through all kinds of crap to have a sports book, but you can just get a securities going and it's the same thing, and it's in major investment houses.
I never understood why we can bet on a football game in virtually any state, or any state that votes for it now, or they decide to do it in. compared to why can't we bet on an election? I just never understood that.
Well,
I don't get it.
If prediction markets grab hold, it will absolutely do that. I mean, you're gonna start having that. I mean,
I don't understand, I guess, why we don't have it, though. Who cares? If someone wants to vote if Trump's going to win over Biden and they don't want to use an offshore bookie, I guess I don't understand.
Well, it's going to be part because
any issue.
Because it's going to be because in the prediction market that a lot of people are doing now, it's a platform where people buy and sell contracts based on an event. Okay, so you're not buying anything. That's the whole thing, though. With securities, usually you have an equity.
You have a stake in the company.
You have something, if not a stake in a company, a loan to a company in the form of a bond
or an option to buy.
That's right. A commodity. You're not buying a stock
think about that. Think of that with an option. What are you actually getting? You're getting an option to purchase.
But Mark, some of the people putting together these securities say they will be doing elections. Which candidate will win? They're even going to do some on the Fed. Will they cut interest rates? Will a company launch a product by a certain date? Or the rate of inflation? You can try to guess the rate of inflation. What the government regulators are trying to put a handle on, they're saying if they allow prediction markets where there is actually no security, I mean, it's being called a security, and the contract itself is a security because it can be bought and sold. You can buy it. And as you get closer to the event, it can go up in value if the event looks like it's going to go your way.
There's no difference between that and betting that the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl next year.
There's absolutely no difference.
I can buy that ticket right now in Vegas for X amount of money, and I can sell it anytime I want.
I guess that's true. Now, listen. So in an example of a prediction market, you have a financial instrument that can be traded. So let's say the contract pays $1 if the event happens, and it pays $0 if it doesn't. It can trade anywhere between $0 and $1 before the event. So they can buy and sell it. Okay, we got more coming up. I'm Tom Martino.
I said, hey, do you want to bet Tom misses the break? And that's when he said that.
Back traffic.
Funny.
Now we're not doing too badly on the freeways. I'm seeing a little slowdown on 6th Avenue.
Have you heard of them?
I never have. I think it would sway elections.
It's crazy.
It's unusual. Can't pinpoint anything just
Do we have it in
yet.
Colorado, Tom?
Pena's running a little heavy out of the airport.
Well, they're securities, and securities of the Federal Trade Commission.
Crash down south on
I mean the
this is right at
Securities and Exchange Commission.
Arapahoe Road. We've had some backups there, and we're still seeing delays going down Floyd Hill through the Veteran Memorial Tunnels. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the Tudor Dixon Podcast. This week on the Tudor Dixon Podcast, we're exposing a dirty Democrat, learning the secret dangers of dance class, and breaking down the State of the Union. Get the facts the media won't. Listen to the Tudor Dixon Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney. If you're charged with a major traffic offense, DUI, whatever, what he does is free initial consultations and then flat rate pricing. The only one who does that. Flat rates for everything. 303-429-6200. Great Western Buildings.com. Great Western Buildings. I love these people. They have steel buildings, and they're available to the general public in all 50 states, and the factory is in Grand Junction, Colorado, a real factory, not a made-up factory like a lot of these steel building people claim to be. They're from a factory. Great Western is truly the factory, and they have salespeople, and you can get great deals on a garage, a warehouse, an airplane hangar, a riding arena, a barn, whatever you need. They have 100% American steel guaranteed for life. Great westernbuildings.com.
Yep. We got up in the morning and one of the guys, oh my God, it wasn't even close. Oh, how bad did he lose? No, Hillary.
Remember, then it dropped, stock market dropped 1,000 points, but then the next day it rallied. It was so funny. Yep. Oh, we told you if it, and then next day.
And it didn't stop rallying until COVID.
Yeah, it's still rallying.
You know what I hate? Winning.
I know. It's never ending.
Just winning so much.
I hate it.
I will be honest. I'm a little nervous. Global impact on the market or markets when we hit Iran, because I'm starting to think it's not an if anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that's going to play out.
Well,
I'm hoping
they've
they're as
already-
weak as I think they
just
are.
had on the screen here a little bit ago that they've told all non-essential personnel to get out of Israel.
Oh, they did.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely not a great sign. Well, it depends how you look at it. If I was liquid right now, I might go, oh, okay. Do it. But man, I'm not too worried about like my oil stocks. Those could be good actually. I think we got to do something. I mean, I really think we do. How many presidents have talked about these assholes, and for what, since the 70s?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody, and no one does shit. Finally, we got a guy that does something, and they're as weak as they've ever been. Cut the head off the snake. I don't know who you put in there.
But they actually have more support within Iran than they've ever had, too.
I don't know if they do or don't.
People in Iran don't want the current regime.
Oh, yeah, big time they
I mean,
don't.
it's not like they're going to get a big fight from the public.
No. I can't believe how much power that dude's got there.
I don't think he's got all the power he thinks he has.
Fuck, man, it's remarkable. That's how you squash it, though. I mean, really, I think if we did... No, what I'm saying is when they go out and protest against that fuck, I mean, they just fucking wipe people off the face of the earth. Now, there's a few times some of these anti-ICE people, I'm just saying. I don't either, but I don't see how it's not going to go off. I mean, what was his? Wasn't he like 10 to 15 days? I mean, aren't we there?
Pretty much.
And then basically what they were saying, what I heard last night was they walked away yesterday or something, and they were going to come back, and then they came out. I remember hearing this too. Who's the nuke watchdog that goes and inspects shit?
IAEA.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow them in anywhere.
Right.
So, I mean, it's like, it's evident they're up to no good.
I thought they lost, though. I thought they lost their ability to produce nuclear power.
Well, they're rebuilding all that, though.
They just rebuilt it.
Not
We hit
nuclear
one
power,
facility.
Tom.
I mean, they have other facilities.
Not nuclear power, Tom.
What?
Not nuclear power.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking
You said they lost their ability to produce nuclear power.
Oh, I meant a bomb.
They lost their
I'm sorry.
ability to enrich it.
That's what I meant. I meant
to
bomb.
enrich it past whatever
I'm
percentage.
trying to correct your soft language when you coddle the enemy.
Nuclear
Yeah.
bomb.
We got to cut the head off that fucking snake and just get it done.
Who is the head?
The fucking Iran, what's his name?
The Ayatollah?
The Ayatollah Kamola.
How many times have we been over there bombing them?
That country has always been a source
Not
of
nearly
problems.
enough.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, since the Shah.
How many times should we go back?
I mean, we go back like every 7 years, and they just bring it back.
Yeah, we got to cut the head off the snake.
And then wrap it in the towel that is in the head and then bury it.
And then find a good, we need one of Trump's
And then
kids
hit
to
it
go
with
over
the
there
shoe
and
and wipe
run
it
that
with your butt.
sumbitch.
Stand by.
One of the kids.
I'm Tom Martino. So a prediction market is legal. It's a form of a derivative contract, meaning it's getting its value it derives its value from something else. In and of itself, it has no value, but it derives its value. And the way it derives its value is in an event that will happen, and it will be predicted one way or the other on your part. And critics are saying it's more gambling than investing, and it will be terrible. In fact, some critics are saying it would be like betting on not on gold itself, but on what gold prices will do. Can you imagine that? You actually make money guessing
option
what the commodity will do as opposed to owning the commodity. You can actually make more money on the concept than the commodity itself. So this is a really bad trend coming up. I'm Tom Martino.
And
thank you.
24% at March 1st.
Well, it's a bigger
That's
percentage.
a 20% jump in 2 days.
But can you imagine that? You're betting on what the price of gold will do, but you don't own the gold.
Isn't that analogous to an option?
That's
though, Tom?
us. Yep. We're telling them to.
You're buying into an option.
Yeah, but with the option, you have to either exercise it or sell it.
Yeah, that's true. You have to do something.
Think of, you guys seen on Fox News all the assets.
I don't like it.
Over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, Suzanne put it great, it looks like that old fucking game of you sunk my battleship.
Yep.
There's just fucking ships everywhere.
Well, and you know what they're showing on TV isn't a complete list.
No, of course not.
No.
There's shit
You don't show your cards.
No, they got that thing that goes over there and jumbles them all up, too, and they can't think. What did he call that? That was the best name. The destabilizer. What about that shit last week in Mexico? Get the fuck out of here.
I've got a friend that's right in the middle of it.
Fuck.
I have some other friends that were there. They got out just in time, but another friend, he snowbirds down there every year.
Oh, my God, man. I don't know. I'm going to rethink Mexico until we got our fucking troops in Mexico.
Jeff, is the airport still closed at Puerto Vallarta?
I don't know, man. I don't know, Bo, but I'm just like, fuck that. I love Cabo.
Well,
I bet those resorts are cheap as fuck right now.
I bet they are.
I don't think any of us should go down to
you
Mexico.
got spring break coming, though, so they're not cheap at all.
Well, certainly no one should come up.
We might get rid of a lot of these Gen X really quick. Or no, what is it now? Gen Z?
I think so.
I wouldn't let my kid go to fucking Mexico.
No.
No way, Jose.
Might not get your kid back. I would never let my kids go. I'd rather have my kids go to Florida.
Yeah.
Or Louisiana, where you were at. Or San Diego.
I'm pretty sure Iraq's safer than Mexico at the moment.
The current generation from 2010 to 24 is called Generation Alpha.
Alpha?
Yeah, for considering that they're all betas, I don't know why they're calling them that.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum.
Boom.
Alpha dog.
Dem speak. Amid Clinton Depp. Well, listening to Bill, it sounds like Trump was doing most of the fucking.
And what did Bill do? Just watch?
Bill was watching.
He's just going to play dumb.
And taking notes?
He didn't see anything. He didn't hear anything. He didn't know anything.
I didn't know that was his plane.
I mean, it's all started when what was it? I smoked pot, but I didn't inhale.
Right. Yeah.
So, which, I mean, that should have told us right away, that with Monica Lewinsky,
he didn't have sex.
It's not sex if it's not oral sex if she doesn't swallow. All right. And
he didn't say that. It all depends what the word is.
Yeah, define is.
I don't even remember why he said that, though. I don't remember what the question was.
Because he got caught with
Monica
jizz on her dress, so it was evident he was there, but he wasn't having sex with her because he didn't consider head sex. So he got caught in a lie and said isn't what you thought it meant, or whatever the fuck. In other words, he was lying.
What?
And they didn't
do it.
Lawyer.
Yeah. Politician. Yep.
Yeah, he was doing what he does wonderfully.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want a cigar?
God, how weird was that?
I know, right?
That part is just
that
baffling.
is weird.
You're in the White House.
Yeah, but I wonder if it smelled like burning hair when he smoked it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's that picture I was saying. Oh, now we have a full jet squad.
I wonder what kind of flavor it did give it. The cigar.
Little fishy smell.
Oh God, you're sick.
I know. Okay, I love how Tom was going there without going there, and then when someone goes there, he calls him out.
Right, then he gets upset.
When it was 100% him. You just play. He's smart though. He planted the seed.
He's not as senile as we think he is.
And someone took the fall for it.
I never look at that because Ryan usually has it on fridge.
Well, I turned it off. He had it on heat when we came in.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's unusual.
Oh. I have to do some commercials.
You have to do them today, Tom?
Yeah.
After the show?
Yeah. I sit right down here and do them.
Yeah.
Boy, we got some badass looking military shit.
And we don't know half of what we got.
I know, man. It's crazy. They just look cool. Oh, how about that stupid helicopter, man? I saw it on the news again. Our firefighting one, our fucking governor paid $24 fucking gazillion for. And they can't even use it the other day because it was too windy. They had to use the one from 1980.
Yep.
God, what is wrong with people? How does a brand new helicopter not fly in the wind, but one from 1980 has no issue?
I don't have any idea why a helicopter can't fly in wind. We're made for wind.
It's crazy. Well,
I have no idea. Maybe they mean the long line. Is it one that pulls a long line of water?
I would assume so. It's a firefighting helicopter. I doubt it opens up the belly. I don't think so. I don't think they do that. All I know is every time they go to use it, it's either getting maintenance or it's too windy to fly.
And how much was it?
$24 million.
That seems incredible.
Are you sure that?
Maybe it was 2.4 million.
No, fuck no.
Okay.
Fuck no. Colorado's $24 million Firehawk. It's a highly advanced, modified Black Hawk helicopter used for aerial firefighting.
Designed to spend most of its...
And I'm not sure it's ever fought one fire.
I'm going to ask it that.
Spends most of its time in a maintenance bay.
It is the belly opening up one.
Oh.
It does open the belly?
Yep.
So they can hover over the son of a bitch and drop it.
Colorado. Why do you think the Democrats want it so bad, John?
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna
turn down your speakers.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. It's car day. We got a lot happening. I'm at the home studio. Deputy Bo, Major Marc Mager. Who do you got there? Did he walk away?
No, I got you. I'm just sitting here looking at this $25 million Firehawk helicopter.
Yeah.
That I live in Douglas County, and I guess while we were gone last week, there was a fire there.
Yeah.
And instead of using the brand new $25 million Firehawk, well, I guess I just learned it can't fly in windy conditions. So they had to use the 51-year-old Forest Service one to go put the fire out. Now, you have a helicopter, Tom.
I don't know.
I don't understand why a $400,000 51-year-old helicopter can fly in wind, but a $25 million
I have no idea
that Polis bought doesn't.
Must be something in the design. I have no idea. I mean, wind does not present a challenge to helicopters most of the time.
Here's what AI says. Listen to this. Here's the reasons these can be grounded, these Firehawk helicopters. fog, smoke, low clouds, wind, icing, and thunderstorms.
Well,
That
sure.
is pretty much something every day.
Well, no. They're just talking about severe weather. But wind is usually not one of the conditions that grounds a helicopter.
Here's what it says. Limitations, blah, blah, blah. These models, maximum wind speeds limited for safe takeoff and flight ranging from 30 to 35 knots. What is that in conjunction?
Well,
can you take off in 30?
Yes, of course I can. And so can that helicopter. I think they're talking about a crosswind component. But here's the thing. That's what I think they're talking about. I'm not looking at what you're looking at. Because really with a helicopter, you come up a couple inches off the ground and turn into the wind. Now, the only time you can't do that is if you have an obstacle in your way. So that would prohibit you from taking off into the wind. But when you're taking off into the wind and you can turn into the wind from anywhere, where an airplane can't. An airplane's got to go on a runway, and the runway is not always into the wind. They build runways to be predominantly into the wind for that area. They pick an area and they say, okay, we mostly have winds out of the north. Let's put in a north-south runway. And then we take off to the north most of the time.
Am I crazy, guys? Most of our big fires, like the Boulder fire, the reason the fire spread
is wind.
It was so severe is because it was windy as hell.
Right.
So now, in order to fight these extremely windy conditions, we buy a helicopter for $25 million that we can't use.
I have to look into it because I can't think of why, other than weight restrictions, if it's carrying payload to fight the fire. So if it's carrying powder, chemicals, or water, or some other liquids, that could be the reason. The weight restrictions. The thing is, though, as I was saying, wind doesn't bother a helicopter for two reasons. One is you can usually 90% of the time take off into the wind no matter where it's coming from and land into the wind. You can keep your nose into the wind. The other reason it doesn't bother us is because it's not a rigid wing system. In other words, an airplane, if you consider an airplane skimming through the sky with a fixed wing, when it's windy, the wind and the thermals play hell on a fixed wing. The wing is attached to the fuselage, and when that wing is boom, 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 you go boom, 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 boom. But in a helicopter, you're hanging from a flexible system. So that rotor system absorbs all of that, and you don't feel it in the cabin. So I don't know what they're saying, Mark, because that to me doesn't make sense that it couldn't fly.
It reminds me of, guys? Remember back in the day, I don't know who the governor was, they were going to build the luggage system at DIA, the most sophisticated, best luggage system ever made, which they completely scrapped.
Yeah.
I bet they end up scrapping this. The more I read about it, the major thing this helicopter can't do is operate in wind, which makes no sense for Colorado.
By the way, we were talking about midterm elections. Real quick, I want to say this. Did you know that $17 million is being invested by Soros for the election? $17 million. Well, here's what I want to know. Who is Soros? I mean, what is he? Where do he make his money? And why does he have such an interest? I guess he's a progressive activist or something, but he got really rich and he uses his money all over the country for progressive causes. And he helps people out who are running. And if they're progressive, and he's putting $17 million into the election. How do you like that?
Well, he's an old school hedge fund manager, man. He made billions of dollars.
But what is it? What does he want to social engineer?
Open Society Foundation. Just Google that. It's a globalist. He thinks the entire world should be ran by elites like himself. That's pretty much the bottom line.
Well, anyway, 17 million. So somebody said, Tom, this is one of the reasons Trump will lose big in the midterms is because of Soros's money helping everyone who opposes Trump. Everyone. He absolutely positively hates Trump. You know, it's not the first time that people have used money to manipulate markets.
Well, that's any election.
Yeah. Here's why. And not just for that, but in other ways. Who's the guy? I shouldn't even bring it up. It's Larry Fink, I believe it is. Larry Fink, who has the biggest BlackRock, the biggest investments of all time. And in fact, he rates investments, and he will downgrade investments that don't have DEI and the other kind of investments that he likes. So he is doing manipulation through his philosophy. So in other words, he downgrades investments if they're not to his liking. That's it in a nutshell, okay? And then if it is to his liking, he calls it a great investment, so more people invest in it. So the more people that invest in it, the better it gets. So people have been kowtowing to him for years, and they have literally been doing what he wants in order to get a good rating.
A lot of them, including him or BlackRock, literally have pulled back from that because of lawsuits, and then of course because of pressure.
But it was a big deal. It was a really, really big deal. This man controls billions and billions and billions of dollars, and his investment management corporation wrote the book on who you should invest in and who you shouldn't. But he basically, I swear to God, he made people do through his rating system. He made them adopt a DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. He made them adopt those policies, or you didn't get a good rating from him. And now you're right, Mark, they're backing off on that. But and the reason they are is not only lawsuits, but people are getting sick and tired of being frickin' controlled by elitists. And again, but Larry Fink would not call himself an elitist. He literally wouldn't, and neither would George Soros. They think they're men of the people. So when you said elitist, Mark, they believe that elitists are people like Trump and the Republicans. That's what they think. They believe elitists are just the opposite of what you're calling an elitist.
And pigs can fly.
So what is an elitist in your opinion? What's the definition of an elitist?
Well, pretty much like a king, a ruler, someone that feels better because they give their scraps to people out there that don't have what they have. But they're also the same people with the security teams and the big houses and the nice
I understand
cars
that, but they would say
property.
They would say that with diversity, equity, and inclusion, they're anything but an elitist.
Well, I don't care what they say. It's the controlling aspect of it.
You know what else he controlled?
Want to control thoughts.
Here's what else he controlled. Investments in people who believed in climate change and were doing lower carbon footprints. So anyway, he was probably, and not was, he is one of the most powerful people in the world. And he uses money and he uses rating systems in order to control behavior. That's it in a nutshell. He uses his, and that's what's been happening. Anyway.
Well, and they all believe they're superior. That's another thing with an elitist. Maybe they are highly intelligent.
Well, of course they are. Of course they are.
But yeah, it's always, it's status, it's wealth, it's intelligence. They're an elitist.
Now, gold is up. Oh my God, it's up. People predicting gold will be 7,000 by the end of the year. Gold is really, and this, what that tells you is people are doubting, or they use gold as stability. So they have insecurity when they start fleeing to gold. They have a lot of insecurity. But anyway, gold price, they say, could rise 25% from current levels by the end of 2026. I have to admit that gold is never really anything I've gotten involved in. Now, Deputy D, by his own admission on the show, so I'm not talking out of school or giving away secrets, he has almost all of his investments in gold that he literally has possession of. Gold. So, do you have any gold, Mark? Actual gold?
I have actual gold, but not like what you're thinking.
Not for an investment. It's for
not for an investment.
More of a novelty.
Yeah, but I mean, it definitely has the value.
No, obviously it does. But a lot of people put all their eggs in that basket because they believe it's the only thing that really has value.
You know, I'm looking at gold versus a long-term, let me see, like 1971 till, I don't know, I can't even tell what year it is, maybe 2015 or 20. Must be 20. Gold compared to the Dow, and it's quite interesting. They really do chart each other. One might be a little up and the other down, but if you really look at the end, they're very similar over a 50-year period. That's kind of crazy. Is growth.
Now, listen to this. This is Car Day. I'm going to tell you about a new trend in the auto business that will change the face of cars coming up. And I think Tesla, they started it, I think. I think they started it. But wait till you hear what manufacturers are now doing. We'll talk about that coming up. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What's on your mind? Give us a call and let us know. And I want to tell you about waterpros.net because you will never get better water systems at lower prices. You can do a whole house filter at $21.95, get rid of forever chemicals. You can do $1,100 for fully installed drinking water, reverse osmosis, never buy bottled water again for just $1,100, fully installed. That's waterpros.net, 303-862-5554.
Do you have what it takes to represent Broncos country? Join the Denver Broncos cheerleaders for our official audition workshop on Saturday, March 7th. This 5-hour intensive is designed to prepare you for auditions.
Do I have Lazara and Great Western again?
Training and tips from our staff.
I don't know about again, but you have them now.
Okay, yeah, because I just wondered if they were doing multiples today.
To learn more and register today. That's
Then yes.
Broncos.com/auditions. Your journey to becoming a 2026 Denver Broncos cheerleader starts now.
Joe Lazara is a criminal defense attorney. I love the way he does business. He will give you a free initial consultation always and then quote you a flat rate for your particular case. So you're never nickeled and dimed. 303-429-6200, 429-6200. Hey, GreatWesternBuildings.com. Remember that name? You'll love it. You'll save money. You'll get direct from the factory, 100% U.S. steel guaranteed for life. Their finishes, by the way, baked on at the factory, have a 40-year guarantee, and this company's been around. It's one you want to deal with. In all 50 states, no matter what kind of building you want, you won't do better than Great Western Buildings, and they truly are a factory, unlike some of the lies a lot of these salespeople tell you. They're not really from factories, but Great Western, if they say GreatWesternBuildings.com, you got the factory.
I don't know what that can do my touring camp.
Okay, I got my car expert. I got my questions here.
No percolators? Come on.
I got a question for Jeff, too.
Okay.
Just straight up boils the coffee, doesn't it? That is true, yeah.
Nobody likes the French press thing.
What's a French press?
It's too much work.
Yeah.
Oh. What a great. A little under. But you know what? I've been through a hell of a year. It's going to take me probably a year to
Jeff, I called
get back to normal.
Guy had
Probably.
no idea what he was doing, didn't speak any English.
I mean, when you think about it, Bo, again, I can't stop thinking about it. The rarest form of cancer and the most aggressive cancer.
Pizza place that we go to
For now, I mean, I say that because
drivers that deliver to us and are very useful.
I swear to God,
It's
almost like a miracle.
All of their calls are rolling over to the DU location, which do not have drivers. They use DoorDash.
No?
Yep.
No, I mean, and
That too, because
again,
they
I
use
just hope a cell
DoorDash.
didn't escape somewhere. That's the one thing that scares the shit out of me.
I will
That
tell
something
you, he
got
looked
away.
like he
You know?
was a bit from a Latin area. I don't know.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Obviously couldn't ask, considering that.
And then I had the radiation and I had the chemo. Every 3. Some people said if I'm more prepared against cancer than most people right now. You know what I mean? My back. God, your wife had cancer? What kind?
Oh, I bet.
Did she die?
Did you guys have muffaladas? The sandwich.
Oh God.
With a whole bunch of stuff and giardiniera. So good.
No, we did not have a
Muffalata. Or muffaletta.
No, we did the boils. Oh, we had some great fucking barbecue.
She kept getting sicker and sicker, and then he said, "Let's scan the whole body." And then
Ah, damn.
Did you have
once it gets in your bone marrow, it's
No, usually we do, but we didn't. Oh wait, I did have some with as a side dish with my barbecue.
Oh,
that was one of their sides. Was jambalaya. It was really good.
I love andouille.
You never went it back out after that.
Swiss cheese and andouille.
How long were you married? And she
Where'd
married,
you
and
guys
she
stay?
died
Did you
5
stay
years
in the
ago.
French Quarter, or did you
Was she an
stay in
attorney?
Slidell?
She was actually an opera singer.
And an attorney.
She went back to see you get a performance, so she always wanted to be a singer. She loved that more than being an attorney. She practiced, but she wasn't.
What kind of law?
Ability. She actually worked for a company that represented Ford.
Did you go to Cafe Du Monde for beignets?
It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Strange practice, and she knew nothing about tractors. She learned it. I think she did general.
He defended tractors.
She defended Ford.
I don't know.
Yeah.
With like bacon and shit, and they're fancy fucking.
And where was she?
They
Right here in town.
You know,
they had
it's
an office.
one of those places where you go to it once and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
it's good.
If you're into it,
Don't
I'm
really.
sure it's the best. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like whatever.
So she was always a staff attorney.
Yeah. Then she broke out and started her own practice for a while.
On what?
I did general. She partnered up with the lady and became a judge. But then she got fed up.
Your wife became a judge?
Fiduciary Advisors, TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. So auto manufacturers, you know what they're doing now? They're starting a paywall on features of your car. Subscriptions. They literally are starting subscription services on cars, charging monthly for even things like heated seats or certain other features like higher power. Same engine, by the way. They don't install anything new. The cars come out the same, but they're offering subscriptions for certain things like self-driving, and it's never going to be like Tesla unless they take Tesla's model. But that driver assist they have, subscription. Heated seats, subscription. Navigation, subscription. Monthly subscriptions. You can pay on an ad. What's that?
It's super smart.
Or you can pay on an annual basis. Well, some people say it's smart because it'll keep the price of the car down, and then you can piecemeal the features that you want as opposed to being forced to take them or not having any. So
Tesla, they quit selling the self-drive, I think, the 15th of this month. That's one of the reasons I bought one literally this month, is because mine will have it forever. So now they can raise that price at any time. And once they get you hooked on self-driving, man, it's like crack. You are going to stick with it. So they'll be able to raise that price on you all the time. So, and like I said, it's like crack.
So remember, you could then end up buying a used car where heated seats don't work, performance models are disabled, or performance modes, remote starts you can't do. They have certain other features they're going to have that you can only buy if you pay the subscription. So you'll have a base price that's lower, and then they're going to nickel and dime you for monthly payments. And they're saying that people could end up paying, $15 here, $25 there, and whatever. And they're going to have a monthly payment in addition to their auto monthly payment if they have a loan.
I'll tell you where the model was made and perfected was in entertainment. You remember back in the days we'd go, we're sick of our satellite, $100 a month for satellite TV. We're going to cut the cord. And all these people did that, including myself. If I add up what I spend on different Netflix and Hulu and everything now, I spend way more than I ever did on any satellite product I ever owned.
I know it. And so subscription is the way of the future. They even say that's the Internet of Things, IoT. That's the next big. In fact, I don't even mean the next big thing. It's the trending thing now. What is Internet of Things? It's where smart devices talk to you and are on the internet, can be addressed from anywhere. So you can start your washer and dryer from anywhere. We can do that now, by the way. Ours is a smart, we have a smart one. Or you can do your garage doors. You can do your refrigerator. Your refrigerator can start telling you if you have a certain compartment for things, when you're running short of things. Milk cartons, eggs, they're going to start talking to you if they don't already. And then many smart appliances will have subscription features. Can you imagine like a washer and dryer that can do a form of dry cleaning? They can have a subscription for that. Now, the one I bought doesn't have that yet, but they could institute in the coming models, they could start instituting subscriptions. This seems to be a trend of the future when it comes to products. They say, you can buy our product and you say, that's not a bad price. But in order to get this or that or this or that, you have to pay extra with subscriptions. Imagine that. Holy crap. Not just with cars, but it could move into smart devices, TVs. Can you imagine? I don't know what they would charge a subscription for on a TV, but they can when it comes to other things in your house or on your car. So be looking for that. That
sounds to me like buying an AI model. Like I pay for Grok. I think you pay for who you use.
Oh, I do. I pay for two, Gemini, and I pay for GPT, for OpenAI.
It's the same thing. So, really, my car is Grok. My phone is Grok. Everything's Grok in my world. And I'm sure I could add the Grok app onto my TV.
Yeah. I think the days of not having AI, they're over. And in fact, every device should have AI built in. I've said this before, I'll say it again. The notion of going through an owner's manual is absolutely stupid. Mark, could you imagine if you had to get in your car and go through an owner's manual to find out how to do it? You remember when we used to have to you would go to the index because you could never find it with the table of contents. You find the word, you want to know, how do I set this? Or you want to, go ahead.
It is so amazing. House hunting. Over the last week. Listen to this, man. I would grab the disclosures. I'd simply take 5 seconds to send them to Grok, and Grok would turn around and be like, blah, 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 and here's what your problems are. Everything is so instant now.
I know it. And I do it. I summarize emails and a lot of long texts. I have a program that takes them, reads them, and gives me the gist of it. Speaking of that, I do have some car questions I've been saving up. So what I do, I take my mail, I divide them in folders by topic. Then I upload whatever one I have. If I have my water expert on, my car experts on, my real estate experts on, my personal injury experts, and then I have all of those questions summarized. Speaking of that, we'll talk about some of these car expert questions coming up. And of course, we'll always take your calls at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. I got to figure out how to get my son. I got to get my son some money.
Money for college?
Yeah, I wire him money. I just always have to figure out a fucking bank account every time I do it. I have this online bank.
Oh, yeah.
Did an electric bike this weekend.
An electric bike? Oh, like an e-bike?
I like it good. What's that fried octopus calamari?
Squid?
I didn't fucking like it. I like
Is it pedal
I
assist?
didn't like that particular places.
I told him, well, you're gonna have
Too
to
fucking
I never
rough.
understood the thrill of calamari, to be honest with you. I mean, it's all breading and this and that.
That's what this was, too much breading.
Yeah.
Way overboard. It was like it looked like a fucking onion ring.
Yeah.
She locked it up.
But I've had some calamari like at Perry Steakhouse, man. It's very lightly breaded.
Oh, yeah, but it's freshly cooked.
It's
so
it's delicious.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is it delicious?
Got to send a payment to my son.
I did the Perry's pork chop in my house. You know, the rack of pork.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
How long do you smoke it?
A couple hours.
What's that? Yeah. He likes it, yeah.
One piece?
Yep.
How many bones?
8 bones.
Wow. How much was the slab?
$25.
Oh, that's cheap. Was it? So it was worth it.
I didn't brine it. I didn't do anything. I just used.
Would you smoke it at like 275?
250. And I used the Texas sugar from Meat Church. And I think I might have put a little bit of something else on there, a little more pepper.
No wrap? You didn't wrap it?
No. Just 2 hours. Rested it.
Straight smoke.
Took 2 ribs plus the end. You know, the ends are a little chunky on the, so it's like this. And
I might do that, man. I've seen them at Sam's and Costco.
Yeah.
I've never thought of buying one, though.
I didn't do a thing to it. Other than a little trim, not a lot at all.
I think I'd smoke it longer, though.
Well, you smoke it till you hit temperature, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying I think I'd smoke it lower.
What are we smoking?
He bought so Perry's has these pork chops, these 2-3 bones that are unbelievable. And they claim they smoke them for 8 hours, but he bought one over at Costco and did his own. Fucking sounds good.
I just mixed up a little bit of like brown sugar and butter, and just kind of glazed it a little bit.
That's what they have on theirs.
About every half hour. Yeah, that's what I read. So that's what I put on there for a little more.
Get out of there, you stupid piece of shit. Get out of there. I don't want you in
Did
there.
you serve them double thick or individual bones?
Jesus Christ. This autofill, sometimes you don't want it.
I think I'll do that next time the kids are over. Honestly, that's a good cheap meal.
It really is. Well, we ate not even half of it, the 2 of us.
Yeah.
So it's wrapped up in the freezer. I hope she can give it to the kids.
I'm doing a late tonight. No, wait, today's Friday. Late tomorrow. So right before I go to bed, I'm putting a 9-pound pork butt in, and I'll start that at 225, and then, somewhere 10 a.m. or something. Then I'll wrap it, finish it up.
Yep.
I did a what do you call it? What's the beef?
What's brisket?
A brisket. Last week, God, it turned out good. It was only a 5-pounder. I've done tri-tips that I've done in 3 hours.
Yeah.
That tastes like brisket when you're done.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird cooking beef up to like 205, 210 though. It's so weird. It's so anti everything.
Yeah, when you're doing a steak, 210 is like.
There's nothing left of it.
Yeah.
But when you do a brisket, you're 205 and finish. And then that
biggest
resting.
Thing is resting it. That's the biggest thing.
Hour and a half minimum.
Yeah, if not longer.
Yeah, you'll ruin it,
throw
man.
it in a cooler at noon and eat it at 5 o'clock.
That's exactly what I do. I throw it in a cooler.
Yeah.
You know, one of these days, I'm literally going to go to that fucking meat church in Texas. I just want to go to a store.
Waxahachie, Texas.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
What's like? Where would you even fly into?
Well, it's by Baylor. You know, Baylor University is there.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna look real quick.
Very close to.
What's the name of the town?
Waxahachie. I can't even pronounce.
I'm just gonna put "Where's Meat Church." Yeah. I'd love to meet that guy. I assume he's very accessible. Yeah, there it is. Waxahachie. So now I'm gonna put.
This is right outside Dallas, isn't it?
That'd be nice because she's got relatives that are. I'm not gonna say right outside, but a couple hours away. Closest airport. Closest major airport. Yeah, I've done that before.
Close in Texas, yeah.
Dallas Fort Worth is
Fort Worth
close.
Dallas, yeah. I mean, it's right there.
Oh, it's 38 miles.
Yeah.
When in the beginning of his videos, when they show that town, that fucking thing looks like it's in the middle of the panhandle of Oklahoma.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do that, man.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Waxahachie. I mean, it's guaranteed growth at mymoneymyway.com.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Okay, it is car day today, so let me get to some of the ones I've had saved up. Meanwhile, give us a call. Is it true that dealerships make more money from repairs than the selling of the cars they really want to make service customers? Guys, what do you think about that? I've always heard that, but is that true? Do you think the service departments, they really want to generate because they don't make enough margin on cars? What do you guys think of that?
Well, I've even heard that they make a better margin. You know, they make more money out of their used sales than they do out of the new sales.
Oh, now for that's for sure. Yeah. I've heard that for sure.
Or the add-on products.
Well, no, the parts department also carries a large, gross profit.
That's kind of like movie theaters. You always hear they make more on the popcorn and concessions than they do on the tickets. Do you believe that?
Not off me. We bring our own.
Wait a minute. You're not allowed to bring your own. How do you do that?
Oh, my, you just put a Snickers bar in your pocket. They don't pat you down walking to the AMC yet.
Tom, I've always wondered what internally lubricated parts mean for my extended warranty. I mean, I think it's self-explanatory. Guys, what do you think? Yeah. Internally lubricated?
If it has oil on it, it's internally lubricated. Yeah.
Like that would be a turbo parts too, right? Inside turbos because they're connected.
Parts, yep. Certain parts.
Is it true? Somebody told me if I do my own oil changes, I love AIs. They summarize all this stuff. This email was literally 4 paragraphs long to ask this. Can they deny him warranty based on the fact that he does his own oil?
They will try.
They will?
That's becoming much, much more common, yes.
Yep.
What do they say? Yeah. Oh, well, do they say it's because you did it yourself or because you can't prove you did it? What's the real?
You can't prove you did it. The fact that you bought a case of oil does not constitute an oil change.
So what do you do in a case like that? Now, if I give a receipt from Sheridan Auto Tech, that's different, right?
Yes. Yep, absolutely.
But you're saying that if they have receipts for filters and oil, they can make a stink.
They will. They will try to not cover it.
Yeah, the person you have on the other side of that phone, his job is not to pay you. His job is to try to get out of the deal.
Yep.
Have you guys ever had people in your shop where you're looking for warranty work or warranty payments and they ask you that? They say, well, how do we know the guy changed his oil?
That's the first thing they ask for.
Really?
Service records.
Really? The service records?
Depending on what we're fixing, obviously. I mean, if we're doing something with a brake or something, it's not the case. But anything with engine or transmission, they absolutely want service records.
I happened to be at a bar, and I talked to a guy who's a mechanic. Now, this is not for any of you two guys. And he makes $30 an hour. But the shop charges, whatever, 45 or 50. So Do you guys? I guess I should ask this. What difference does it make? A shop rate is not always just the mechanic's time, right? I mean,
heavens no.
That's how much you make money. They got to make money.
Well, they make money, but they also supplies and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, that's no different than saying that the cook is the same price as the steak.
Right.
Okay, so the fact that there's a spread there, he thought he had something over a barrel because he's talking to a guy at a bar who was a mechanic. But personally, I don't know any mechanics making $30 an hour. Do you guys?
No, that's old time.
Yeah.
I don't think you could get a mechanic to show up for $30 an hour, can you?
Not that you want to have working for you.
I mean, some of these mechanics I hear make some really good money every year. I mean, yearly salaries can make some really good money if they're a good tech. I mean, that is a good field to go into. Who trains auto mechanics right now? Like when you guys get a job applicant, where do you like to hear them? What do you like to hear?
It's usually experience. I mean, that you start out, doing the simple things like your oil change.
Yeah, but are there places or academies or schools?
Yes, you've got Lincoln Tech and you've got UTI.
Are they pretty good
out there? For what they're teaching, yes. I mean, you get some hands-on, but most of it's all book knowledge.
Is Emory-Riddle a good school?
I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, Emily Griffith. I'm sorry. Emory-Riddle is for aviation.
Emily Griffith is a good school, yes.
Emily Griffith. Okay.
Guys, how about Arapahoe Community College? Do they still have an auto mechanics program?
They did at least a couple of years ago that I know of.
And I think they specialize in transmission.
Now.
We have seen some of their stuff come out of there, yeah.
Meaning what?
Yeah, yeah.
You notice how diplomatic he was when he said that?
He was very
We have noticed some of that. Now, is this, I can answer this one. This one I can answer personally. Is it smart to buy prepaid maintenance? Now, I tell people when you go to a dealer and you go to the F&I department, and I have my own ideas of what F&I stand for, but it's finance and insurance. But they also try to sell you a host of other things. One of them, of course, the warranties and all of that. But one of them is prepaid maintenance. I, believe it or not, have found that prepaid maintenance is not a bad idea. However, it is now. I learned something. I'm going to tell you the story. Prepaid maintenance sets the price of maintenance up front, and you pay a lower amount for oil changes, for your checkups, for everything. And I thought I was doing a good thing. And for a while I was, because I would look at the dealer's schedule. And let's say there on some of my cars, a regular schedule at this interval was $1,800. Okay. But you can buy it for $900 or $1,000, right? Mm-hmm. That's because they want you to come back, right? They will rise. The prepaid maintenance guarantees you're going to be back, because if you paid for it, you're going to use it, right? But then I learned a really, really, really big lesson when I started dealing with Sheridan Autotech. True story. I almost bought the prepaid maintenance on my Beamer, because the 30,000 mile check was like $1,800, $1,895 or something like that. I might be wrong on the amount, but I'm not real. And I might be wrong on Kevin's amount, but I'm not really wrong on the spread. So if I had purchased it at a deal, instead of paying the $1,895, if I paid it up front when I bought the car, I would have paid about $1,200 for it, maybe $1,100. I would have saved $700-800. So at first it sounds like the greatest deal in the world. But I went to Kevin for a 30,000 mile check on my Beamer. They did. He has a Beamer guy there too, who knows Beamers, and they did the service. And I swear to God, I thought something was wrong. I got my bill.
Yeah.
And it was less than $300.
Wow.
No, truly.
Really?
Yeah.
300 from 1,200?
Yeah, no, you called in and you said you guys didn't do what I asked.
Exactly. I said, wait a minute. I talked to your guy and he said, well, what about this? And what about? He said, we did it. And I said, no. I said, oh my God. So here's what's weird is that you think, so now I'm changing my mind on prepaid maintenance, because prepaid maintenance means even at their deal, you're paying too much, but they guarantee you're going to come back for it. So instead of $1,800, it went down to $1,200 or $1,100, whatever it was. It was way.
But if you sell the vehicle, you're screwed anyhow, right?
Yeah. That's true too, Mark. You're right.
Does the vehicle come with prepaid maintenance?
No, it didn't come with it. You buy it.
No, I'm saying like if you buy if you buy the maintenance package.
Yeah, you can't sell it and transfer it. You can't transfer it. You lose it. You lose it. You're absolutely right. You lose it.
They do good on that. If you sell the car,
but when I used to buy it, I won't do it anymore. When I used to buy prepaid maintenance, I would buy it only for up to 30,000 miles. I never did it more than that because I usually don't like cars beyond that. But in any case, this is the longest I've kept a car, and I'll tell you why. It's a nice car. It still drives wonderfully like a new car, but it's been the most depreciated car I've ever owned in my life, ever. Absolutely breaks my heart. I swear to God, it is worth nothing compared to what I paid. I mean, I saw one for sale. It pissed me off royally.
Made you mad?
Oh my God, did it make me mad? And it was at a dealer. And I said, how dare you? It was a 2022. I think that's because that's what mine is. And I said, are you crapping me for what I paid for this? Anyway, it just pissed me off. So I can't solidify that loss. It just pisses me off. One of the best I've ever purchased, I actually sold it for what I bought it for, was a G-Wagon. Absolutely great buy. But, here's the deal, man. Do all BMWs depreciate that fast? I know Teslas do, and I know electric cars do, but do all Beamers guys, do you know that? Do they depreciate like hell? I mean, they're terrible. They're terrible.
I think most of the Europeans, it's a chronic problem with Europeans across the board. Mercedes, BMWs.
Wow. Then it's a good buy if you buy them used. I mean, people can buy these X7s that I have. Beautiful car, almost 600 horse. They can buy them for a song. I shouldn't say that because I'm never going to sell them. Okay, we got more coming right up.
Let you enjoy it.
Now, impact traffic.
It's not a piece of
Minor
crap,
delays
but
through the north end of town.
I'm pissed at it.
Southbound, a crash
I'm
off
pissed
on the
that
right
I
shoulder
spend
at
so much on
104th
it.
has some slow traffic back from 120th, only adding a couple minutes to your delay. Northwest of there through the Boulder area,
What's that?
the Diagonal Highway, Colorado 119 westbound,
33
closed
or something.
Airport Road and Mineral Road due to an accident. Back to town, no complaints on I-70 east and westbound.
10,000 a year.
With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Wellness Unmasked with Dr. Nicole Saphier. Medical headlines, they're everywhere. But what do they really mean? Join me on Wellness Unmasked for a deeper look, plus the latest from the MAHA movement. Listen to Wellness Unmasked with Dr. Nicole Saphier on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Gravina's has everything going for them. They have heritage. The granddad started, dad took it over, Larry, and Larry was the dad or the son of the granddad, and Nick's dad, and now Nick's there. It's 950 West Evans. Just know they've been around 65 years, and they have 50 lines of windows. Man, if you can't find the right window for you, you're crazy, right? And not only that, they have multiple lines of siding and doors. They believe in maintenance and maintenance-free and beauty and energy efficiency. Gravina's 303 Gravina or gravinas.com.
That's exactly what they are. The people who buy them new know full well to get out of them.
Get out of what?
One thing to get neither of them got their headphones on.
Oh. It was the worst purchase I ever made.
And when they find out the cost of repairs, boy.
Hello, guys.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I saw for sale? I saw a 2022 X7 BMW for sale for. Do you know what I saw it for sale for?
40 grand.
Huh?
40 grand.
38 fucking $1,000, and I paid over $100. $38,000.
High mileage though, or what?
I don't. You know what? I was so pissed off. I didn't look at the mileage. I actually didn't. I really forgot. I have 33 on it, or 34 maybe by now. I don't know, something like that. Maybe for whatever. It's in the 30s, but I just can't fucking believe it.
Yeah, I bet they had a lot of miles on it because the ones I'm seeing are 50, 55 for that 30,000 mile range. Yeah.
And that's when you want to dump the car.
Exactly.
Somebody asked me a question here. How much snow at the cabin? We've only gotten about 90 inches so far this year. So it's been terrible. Right about 36. But you actually spelled my name right, Jocko. Do we know each other? Most people don't get it right.
Yeah, but I want to know, how does he say battery?
Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show.
You know how heavy a cell phone is?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, just last week they had their annual poker run for the Snowmobile Club.
Absolutely. Hang on.
It was a pretty good turnout.
All right, hang on.
And I ended up spending way too much money at the silent auction.
What'd you end up with?
I bought a gift certificate for, or not a gift certificate, but a certificate for taxidermy.
Oh, okay.
And then I got there's a father and son up there that do some landscaping and driveways and stuff like that, fire mitigation. Got a certificate for them.
Cool.
And then
So it's all real local stuff. That's cool.
yeah. Well, it's sort of local for the taxidermy because he's got a place up there. He only comes up during the summers. He lives in Louisiana.
That's a big place.
Hey, not sure what's going on with your connection. Just can't understand you at all. You sound like you're talking through a tube. Can you take me off speakerphone or... Okay, what's the year and make of your car?
More on the Joe Pag Show, tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW.
Hey, Tom here. Welcome. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Do any of your car guys have any thoughts on paramedics? What are they talking about? Caramedics or caramedics? Does he mean car medics? This is a text, guys. Have you ever heard of any of that? Car medics or paramedics?
No, but I saw somebody had actually put that up on the moron screen here just a little bit ago. I'm not familiar with what it is.
Looks like it's the name of a repair shop or something.
303-713-8255.
They're mobiles, what they are pounding their chest with.
Okay, but we've had this question before. What's the ideal interval for oil changes? The factories now are saying 12.5, some of them. What do you guys think in general?
I always do mine around 6 or 7.
Yep. Yeah, synthetic we go 5 to 6, and conventional, if anybody even uses it anymore, 3 to 4.
I've been doing every 10 with the synthetic because, first of all, I don't care. I'm pissed off at the car to begin with. I'm sorry. I'm done. It's the worst purchase I ever made. It is honest to God. I talk about it too much. Is premium gas worth it, guys? This is somebody else wants to know.
It really depends on the car. I mean, you will get increased fuel mileage and possibly a little bit better performance.
But as far as longevity of the car or health of the engine, it's BS, right?
Pretty much.
Again, I don't use, it says premium. I don't use premium, again, because I'm pissed off at it and doesn't deserve it. So I use the cheapest gas I can find. It runs fine. I mean, don't the computers compensate for cheap gas?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's constantly listening for ticking and knocking and whatnot. It will change your spark curve and your fuel delivery.
All right, guys, get your calls in. If you want to get calls in, talk to our car guys, or you can call about cars or anything else. I got guys on right now we'll get to right after the break. Please hang on. I couldn't take you right before the break because we didn't have enough time. So hang on, and I'll come right to you. I'm Tom Martino, 303 Martino, along with Major Marc Mager.
Farmers and
What's that, sir? Here's another thing. I got some chicken strips up there that are delicious. You want some?
He's got 40 or 50 Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
I just didn't get any food because of my stomach. I should have thought of you. I forgot all about it, man. I'm sorry. So after this, I got to do commercials. Then I'm going to go home and work on my computer program. I've been coding. I've been doing a lot of computer programming.
You do coding, Tom? Oh, that's impressive.
Well, I use AI to help me, but you have to do the base for it to redo it. You know, like you write. You know how you write a letter and it redoes your letter? It does that with code.
What are you trying to do with the computer?
I'm making a security selector for investors.
For the way that brings capital. That's right. It's glad you're changing their name too. I think that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, Martino Capital.
You're not even getting laid?
She'd ask, but I'm not. I don't. You going? Oh, you're not going.
Generally not. No, and then we're not. So we've got my daughter's birthday tomorrow.
No.
So she wants to go to an escape room. So we'll go do that and we'll get some supper.
Yeah,
I've never done that.
They can be frustrated.
Yeah.
Bye.
I think we did one out here too, man. They can be fucking hard.
Do you have a safe word?
Yeah, you could always communicate with whoever's running it.
Like I had enough. Give me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they'll give you clues generally. The one in Vegas was probably the best we ever did. It was like it was a full crime scene investigation, and you had to kind of crack the crime scene to get to the next clue. So it really wasn't an escape room, but it was the exact same kind of thing.
Same concept. Yeah.
I had no idea of the crimes Epstein was committing. I was too busy getting head from him. I saw nothing. I did nothing.
Exactly what I was thinking. It sounded like.
I saw nothing. I did nothing.
You know, the guy who played that character was actually trying to remember how it went. Because he was in a concentration camp, or he was in Nazi Germany originally, and he's Jewish.
That's crazy.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's hysterical. I didn't know that.
It's the things books are made of.
It was either him or Klink, one of the two of them. I think it was him, though.
I didn't see Epstein commit any crimes. I was too busy fucking
I was just going to say, I was otherwise distracted.
The door was closed. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to do that. For Jefferson.
How come Hillary never went to the island?
Oh,
with
at least.
Oh, come on.
They had no paper bags.
Be like, duh.
They have standards.
Or more for some.
You don't generally take your wife out on a date.
Yeah, you want to.
Oh, shit.
Well, lives, of course. You
they
do
must hate
lives,
the
right?
fact
But
they got called in.
recording
They
lives.
must hate it.
That's got to burn her.
You know, the older I get, though, the less I care about cars and shit. I used to, or material things of all kinds. You get less materialistic. Exactly. That's exactly the way I feel.
The one you were talking about earlier?
Like, yeah.
I need this for. Exactly. Like I got an old vintage 66. I like that car. I need it. Rather just hang out with my kids and have his health. Yeah, he wants change. I know you had a lot of stuff that you had Corvettes.
Oh, God, I had everything. Motorcycles, Corvettes, motorhomes, horses. Fucking everything.
Horses. Expensive. How many horses did you have?
I never had more than 2 at a time. Well, one time for a short time I had 3. But
Did you ride them?
I rode them. Yeah, I love my horse. I had a horse I raised from a baby. But then it was terrible. He died. It was a long story. He had some colic when he was 16. It's terrible. Fucking terrible.
Sad.
I had him from a baby.
What was the horse's name?
He had a fancy name, but I mean, we called him Teddy.
Teddy.
Yeah, but his name was something Sequili bullshit. It was an Arab name. He was an Arab horse. But I absolutely love horses. I love horses.
Do you still like them?
Oh, love them. I'd have one, except I don't want to have an animal that's going to outlive me.
Did you ever play that sport polo?
No. Mm-mm. I rode a lot, but I never played polo. Polo.
I could think. Weekday afternoons at 4 on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.
Yeah. Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I love doing this show. Thank you for being here. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Frank Duran will do a market valuation of your home to tell you what it will sell for in this market. It's detailed, I swear to you. Before you waste time, listing, and you don't have to list. You never have to list, but he'll do this analysis for you. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Marc Mager, we got Mark on the phone, wants to talk about a 2015 Lexus. What's going on? Mark, caller Mark, not Mark, but Mark the caller. What do you have about it? By the way, how many miles on your 2015 Lexus?
61,000.
That's not much at all. So what's going on? What's your question?
Well, it's my question is when do I do the the coolant, the transmission, the spark plugs?
How long have you owned it?
36,000 mile deal or whatever.
How long have you owned it?
Pardon? I've had it for 7 years now.
And have you ever done the transmission?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Well, then you're overdue for that. I mean, the owner's manual probably says somewhere around 60 to 70,000.
Yep.
Generally, I recommend it every 3 years or 36. Now, with a vehicle, I mean, you don't have that many miles on it, but the age alone dictates that you should be going through a lot of things on that car. I mean, the rubber components and hoses and timing belt and whatnot, those things have all deteriorated over time as well as use.
Timing belt especially. Is that an interference engine? Do you guys know?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, everything is anymore.
You know what, Mark, you really need to take that in to get that stuff done. I would do what's called zero time. I like saying that. In other words, if you don't know exactly when things were done, bring everything to a certain date and time, and then you keep track of it after that. That's really the safe way to do it. So,
what about the coolant?
Yep, coolant too, because time deteriorates. It turns acidic, and you start having issues. So.
It'll actually start to carry an electrical charge. It can damage other components on the vehicle.
It becomes like a battery, doesn't it?
It does. Yep.
You can actually literally measure it with a voltmeter.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts corroding when it becomes a battery. So it's not a good thing. So anyway, it's amazing. You got 61. You don't have a lot of miles for that year. Does it run pretty well, Mark?
Oh, it's perfect. Never had a day's problem with it.
Yeah, they're good cars. You had it 7 years. So anyway, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Rod Greer, he wants to talk about, hey, Rod, he's with JFR Cars. Rod is one of our people we have in for Car Day from time to time. What's new, Rod?
Hey, not much, Tom. I just wanted to say thank you to your listeners. I'm getting a lot of customers or listeners who wants to sell their older cars. Some of their collector cars have been sitting in the garage and they stopped using them. And they're wanting to find new homes for those cars that they've had for years. So it's kind of a new way of getting the...
Explain how you do that. They want to get rid of their cars. You do consignment.
We'll do a consignment or we'll just buy it out, but 9 times out of 10, we'll get it sold for them and find somebody who still have that love for some of the older cars.
Like, how does your consignment program work?
So what do you think you could get for my classic 79 Granada?
79 Granada. That's not one of the ones that people love, but there's always that guy that my dad had one or my uncle had one, and they love those older cars. So I have to do a little research, but I can definitely find that out for you on the Granada. Hey. 79 with how many miles on it?
378,000, and it's all original.
Yeah, right. He's toying with it. Hey, Rod, how does your consignment program work?
Basically, we come up with a number for both the market and the customer, and then we take that car, get it pictured up, inspect it, and put it on the market. And the customer's in control, and we let them know what the offers are, and if they take it, it's on them. And then we charge $1,500 to do the deal. Between 60, I think we got 63 brokers that are all looking for cars, and that's how they get paid.
Especially if you're selling a car with any real tangible value, I don't know why you'd do it anywhere else.
Plus, they open up the entire market to people that can borrow money to buy it. They don't have to have the cash.
Yeah, it's a big deal because most people don't have the financing or cash money to buy these cars that are over $15,000 to $30,000, and we have the financing, we have the credit unions, we have the special financing as well. So we do a lot of things that help people get into cars that they desire.
Thank you very much, Rod. What did you want to say?
So Rod really did. Yeah, Rod's taking my sister's 2002 2003 Corvette and selling it. And Rod really provided an extra service that I didn't realize. When my sister was ready, Rod came all the way out to Green Mountain, drove out, picked up the car, and we didn't have to deliver it, and he did the emissions on it. So he didn't have to do anything. He picked it up.
JFR Cars, JF Cars, JFR Cars, I should say. So that's Juliet Foxtrot Romeo Cars.com. And it's 303-761-804.
No.
What?
No.
That's on your website.
303.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want him to call you. I get it. Yeah, 303.
Right.
Go ahead.
520-6839.
Yeah. Always ask for Rodney. He's the one that's putting himself out there. So thank you, Rod. I'm sorry I was giving out that other general number. Yeah, ask for Rod Greer. Tony's got a question about his transmission. That's a new one. A 2014 Ford F-250. Tony, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, thanks for taking my call. So I have this 2014 Ford F-250 automatic transmission. It has a 6.7 liter diesel engine. The truck runs real good, but when I am towing a trailer and I go over 65 miles an hour, especially on long trips, my transmission fluid starts showing a high temperature.
Yeah, that one most likely has a cooler bypass on it, and they're known for restricting. We actually put there's defeat valves that we actually put in there to keep the flow going. The idea with those bypasses is when you first start it up and it's cold, it circulates the fluid from the pump right back into the transmission as opposed to going to the cooler, because they want to heat it up as quickly as possible. Once you hit temps usually around 180, 190, then it's supposed to open up so it can allow it to flow.
Oh, yeah, because if I am not towing a trailer, it does just absolutely fine.
So what do you do, Jeff? You put in a manual bypass to the bypass, or what?
No, we put in a dummy valve.
A dummy valve?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what is
it's
that?
just always open.
It's just always open.
Oh. So there you go, Tony. Does it ever overheat?
No, well, I haven't let it, because normally when it does that, if I am on the road, I slow down, or I get into a town and I have to slow down and the temperature drops. And what I do is that I try to keep it under 65 miles an hour, but it's getting irritated. And I'm going to be moving down to Texas soon, and I will be making quite a few trips with it in a trailer.
How many miles on it?
And it's got 225,000.
Did you just say 200? Did he just say 225?
Yeah, on a 6.7 diesel.
Yes.
That's not a big deal, guys.
No, that's not a big deal.
Wow. Golly. What about the transmission? How many miles on that?
Well, see, the guy that I bought it from told me that he serviced a trainee. I bought it with 150,000 miles, and he had recently get the service, the transmission service.
Well, service, but it's the original transmission?
I believe so. And what I did
a
few months ago was that I dropped the pan, replaced the filter, replaced the temperature sensor, because I found out that there is a temperature sensor inside there behind that oil filter, that transmission filter. So I put new fluid, new filter, new temperature sensor, but it still does the same thing.
Yeah, and did you use the correct fluid? Because that does require an LV fluid.
I actually bought it from Ford dealers, so it was. So yeah, I assumed that they sold.
Yeah, no, they would have pulled the right product.
Yeah, it was the. I bought it from Brighton Ford.
Tony, thank you.
Everything I put in that truck.
Thank you for calling, Tony. Appreciate it. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Coming up, we have a question on a purchase of a Lexus. We'll talk about that and more right after this.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now...
I have customers out the door!
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
DiscountBath.com. Those words go together, don't they? And isn't it nice to know you can get the best price ever on your bathroom remodel? Whether you're doing a major remodel or you just want that beautiful walk-in shower for less than 10 grand, they'll do it all, and they'll give you a price without coming to your house. Here's what they do. You go to DiscountBath.com. They give you an upload link. It's a private one for just you. So then you take your smartphone, go to your bathroom, and talk about what you want to do. Hey, I want to move this shower, or I want to expand it. I want to move the toilet. I want a double vanity. I want to do this. I want to do that. Then you upload it to them. They give you a price without coming to your home. They're great guys. Chris and his team do a great job. Mark and Sue's just had a beautiful bathroom done. DiscountBath.com, 720-979-2322. Hey, if you want someone to hold your hand through the entire process of being a landlord, where you can make some profit on selling the house in a few years, then you want Vistera Turnkey. They specialize in short-term turnarounds of rentals. Now, you can always get another one after the first one. You can 1031 into a second one, a third one. But what they do is help you acquire a rental in a promising market. They help you rent it. They help you insure it. They help you look after it day after day. And then when it comes time to sell, they help you sell it. VisteraTurnkey.com, 303-888-3788.
I've always wanted to learn French. But
what do you think about this one? $250 off any overhaul. They got to mention the show. But we're going to keep track of those people and then run it all year long. And then on January 2nd or whatever the first business day of the week is, come next year, we're going to draw a name, and they're going to get all their money back.
That's cool.
It's interesting. I don't know if it would. Do you think that would actually motivate people, though?
I mean, it's better than nothing. It's not going to get the phone to ring like off the hook, but...
That compared to just a great deal on a service.
Yeah, because the services are easier, you know.
Well, we can go back to the services.
I think
just wonder
the
if people get tired of it.
I think it's better.
Okay.
Because the overhaul is not going to get somebody to do it that normally wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
No, I see. I see. It would just be giving something away. You're right.
Somebody who might be holding on, or they're waiting for their taxes or something like that.
Yeah, but I think Kevin's right. I think people that aren't going to have it, or they're not going to hope to win it. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's far-fetched.
If you would give away a completely free transmission,
then I bet I could get my phones ringing all day long.
All day long.
Instead of tires.
Instead of tires.
It would have been more free tires.
Do you remember? You remember the free tires?
That's right.
Yeah. God, did I piss him off?
Yeah.
I did an April Fool's joke.
On Mark giving out free.
No. On Pro Auto Care. But here's what I said. I said, by the way, this is a joke. He's really not doing it. But make him think. Anyway. But make him.
I mean, how many
think.
times have you picked up the phone? You know,
they didn't hear a damn word till he said free.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how often I pick up the phone. You know, come here, transmission. This is Jeff. Hi, is Jeff there?
Oh yeah. Or, well, they call in and talk to Tom.
Yeah. Compared to some of the other things he's called, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I know him better than you do.
I'm hoping they raffle off Punch the Monkey.
What? What are you talking about?
Punch the Monkey? You haven't heard of Punch the Monkey?
No.
It was a little monkey in Japan that was abandoned by its mother. She rejected him immediately. So they gave it a plush animal to kind of a surrogate mother. And the rest of the, what do they call it, troop?
Clan
troop, whatever they call it, also weren't accepting the monkey and been beating him up.
What the hell? What's wrong with that poor little...
So they gave him a IKEA mother monkey.
So what are they... what do you mean auctioning off Spank the Monkey?
They're not going. They're not. Punch the monkey.
Oh, punch them off. Sorry.
I can't believe you've never seen it.
But now they've recently introduced another monkey that was also kind of ostracized. And
why do they pick on Punch the Monkey?
KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Let's get a quick comment here from Mike on depreciating cars, and then I'll go to Clint. He has a question on purchasing a Lexus. Go ahead, Mike. What's on your mind?
Tom, your guys are right. I've owned BMWs, Mercedes, Audis, high-end. The German cars drop off the table like a bowling ball.
I know they do.
I don't get it. I don't like it. But I love the product, and most of my cars have been M cars, BMW M cars, etc. And they still depreciate like you can't believe. The day you drive them away, if you turned around and drove it back, they'd give you $30,000 less for it.
Oh my God, I know it. I never knew. I didn't know that.
You haven't. Well, you have an X7.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, you just were commenting on
Yeah.
how much you couldn't believe it depreciated.
I know it. You're right. But I didn't know it. I mean, not the next day. Obviously, I've had it a while, but I saw some selling for way less, and it just pissed me off. But I will say this, Mike, it is a beautiful, beautiful car. It runs, I mean, it feels great. It drives great. It's luxurious inside. The finish and trim is perfect. I mean, it's a beautiful car.
Well, Tom, to that point, I couldn't agree with you more. That's why I continue to buy them. They're magnificent pieces of equipment. But if you're asking them to hold their value, then, you know, it's like, how do I put it this way? If you got to ask, you know, how much it costs to fix, you're in the wrong place.
Right. The other thing, Mike, is I'm thinking they would be great used cars to buy if they didn't have too many miles on them because of that depreciation.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Mike.
I will tell you something.
Yeah.
I will tell you something. Years ago, not years ago, I bought my significant other. She had to have a Bentley. You want to talk about depreciation?
Yeah.
It went from $250,000 Bentley.
Yeah.
And in 2 years, they gave us $80,000 for it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That is insane. That is insane. And by the way, was it worth it?
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Both ways.
I think he knows what I meant. Okay. Thank you. All right, Mike. I know you knew what I meant. Thank you for calling. Clint, what's going on with you, Clint? By the way, I did take the 15, right, guys? I'm not that far over, right? Okay. Hey, Clint, what's happening?
Yes, sir. Hi. Thanks for taking my call. I'm in the process of buying a used Lexus. Just wanted to get your guys' take. I've been driving one for the last 20 years. Just looking at if it's worth buying a Lexus that's 10 years old, if it's a hybrid. My concern is if the battery goes, you know.
Yeah, I got my thoughts on that. My thoughts on that basically are I think you pay too much for a used Lexus. So I don't think they're good values. I think they're, now listen to what I'm saying carefully. I think they're great cars.
Okay.
I think they're great cars. I don't think they're great values when they're used. I think they're the most excellent value when they're new, just like a Toyota. Guys, how do you feel about it?
Well, any of the aging Toyota product, the Lexus product, one of the biggest problems we're having right now is the accessibility to parts. So when you have a failure, not only is it going to be expensive, it can take an extensive amount of time if it can be repaired. I've had a couple of them lately that we flat out just could not fix.
Okay, good to know. So I guess, so if I'm looking at a Lexus that's 10 years old, like an ES300H, would that be worth looking into, or would you be better off buying just like an ES350?
I think 6 to 1, half a dozen the other, really.
Okay.
And have you ever considered leasing a new one and then buying it from yourself? Because you say you keep cars a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I bought the one I'm in now. It's a 04. It's got 262,000 miles on it.
Oh my God!
I haven't had to do. Yeah, I mean, it runs great. Until recently, it needs a catalytic converter, and I know I'm going to have an issue when I have to register it in August. You know, the replacement of that converter is about what my car's probably worth. So I'm just trying to be preemptive, and my concern is if I buy a hybrid, is there going to be an issue?
Yeah, there is. The batteries, you're gonna be looking at batteries soon. I mean, I wouldn't put any stock in them after 10 years.
Okay.
And
that's kind of where my head was at. I just wanted to kind of get your.
But you can buy it accordingly as well. For example, if it is approaching 10 years, tell them, look, you got to deduct the price of batteries on this thing. I think that people would be. I think people might be. I don't know. They might be more amenable to lowering the price on older hybrids like that, aren't they?
You know, I would definitely make that suggestion. I don't want to spend $15,000 for a car that's 10 years old and the battery goes out shortly after I buy it or something, knowing what it costs to replace them. So
yeah, exactly. Okay. I think that's the biggest consideration with not just hybrids, but with EVs. And the biggest expense is going to be batteries, and we keep saying that. But then at the same time, if you think about it, if you went 10 years on an engine and you got to replace an engine, that's the same thing, guys, right? I mean, think about it. We're talking about a battery pack or we're talking about an engine. Because I think that a Tesla battery would last as long as an engine. Don't you think, guys?
Roughly thereabouts, but how much is that Tesla battery?
Mark, what would that be if you kept it that long? What would
I have no clue. No clue.
And I know
it depends what whole power pack too. The ones on the Cybertrucks would be probably the most expensive.
Yeah, but the point is that there's going to be expense anyway as vehicles approach 10 years. What do you think, and don't piss me off too much, what do you think the Beamer X7 will look like in 240,000 miles?
Well, considering you never drive it, I don't think it's ever going to hit that.
Oh, my God. See, but have you ever seen, come to think of it, I've never seen one with over 100,000 miles on them.
27,000 for that Cybertruck battery.
27,000. Holy crap, that's way more than. But how long do they figure they last, Mark?
I think the warranty is 8 years or maybe 10 years. I forget.
Man. And then, but that doesn't mean they're going to go out in 8 to 10, does it?
I think they rate in between 10 and 15 years. It just depends on how well you keep them charged or not.
It depends how you charge them.
There's a lot of variables, but you get that Lexus he was just calling about. That battery's probably 4,000 to 6,000.
Yeah, so it's not that terrible.
That is comparable to an engine, to your point, yes.
Yeah, but he's also a hybrid, so he also has an engine.
He also has an engine, but if you're going to get a hybrid, Toyota's got the
he'll have to do two engines soon. With a hybrid, you do the battery and the engine at the same time, probably. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
God, that battery's expensive. Oh,
Yeah, they are.
27 grand.
That guy spent $240,000 on a Bentley. Holy shit.
I didn't think they were that much.
They're terrible.
They cool looking?
It was weird.
Are they made in England, Tom? Is that an English car?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I had a Bentley.
You can
Oh,
see
you
it?
owned one?
Shit, yeah. I had every toy you could think of. I had bullshit.
motor
It was
looks like.
bullshit. I wasted more money in my life than I'd even want to think about. Pisses me off.
Was it as comfortable as your Beamer, the Bentley?
The Bentley was beautiful, absolutely comfortable, beautiful, 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 beautiful. But it wasn't worth it. But it was a beautiful vehicle, beautiful. I had them when they were hand built. I got the, I got them before.
They're like Rolls Royces, aren't they?
Yeah. I got them before the production models came out. Mine was like one of those classic Bentleys. They were the most. It was the most beautiful car.
What year was it, Tom?
What year did I forget? What year I had that? It was white with tobacco leather. God, it was beautiful.
Did you drive it down to the station all the time?
Once in a while, I would. Yeah. I had a pickup truck too, but.
He was just sitting there waiting for somebody to tug on it.
Detonation in T minus.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. You better find out before we pull it. It's heading down towards the end of the motor.
Look, I just can't believe the fucking money that I wasted in my life.
It's like the old
Seriously, the money.
In case you ran out of battery.
Are they still 225 or are they a lot more?
They're 300.
Oh no shit! God damn, that's a lot.
Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show.
What are they cooling?
Do they have these 12-cylinder engines like in a Jag one?
Some of them, yeah.
What are they running for cooling?
That I'm not sure.
Bentley.
Because I'm just poking around, just being nosy.
Bentleys are pretty damn cool.
They're big too, aren't they, Tom? Big four-door sedan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, you'd think that they could just air cool that thing.
Yeah. Because I went and Googled it. Tesla's got a radiator. They don't have cooling systems.
I wonder.
Did you ever drive any Cadillacs?
Keep your battery
or just
cool.
Go for these European.
No, I've never had a
But
Cadillac.
I don't understand how they couldn't have made that air cooled.
I don't know. I can tell you this though, when it, when
Is that a Bentley right
when
there?
it goes,
Yeah, I was looking at it.
Oh wow! I don't think I've ever seen. Well, I guess I've seen them.
Look at that. This one is beautiful, fucking beautiful.
Noises and stuff.
No, it comes on the dash that it's preconditioning.
But fucking
I just don't know
maintenance
what
will
the fuck
kill
it's doing
you.
till you get there. You could be 10 minutes away and it's preconditioning, or you
You
could
got to
be
go
an
over
hour
to that one
still
Bentley.
I think it's leveling.
Hey, Kevin.
If that makes sense.
Kevin.
If I buy me a Bentley, can you maintain it?
I didn't hear it.
If I buy me a Bentley, can you maintain it?
Sure.
Talking about burning money, I may as well just fucking go all the way.
I think he's gonna buy one, Kevin.
Yeah. We just need it for a week at a time, though, for your service.
Yeah,
He's gonna
probably.
buy a Bentley, yeah. He's driving an old Beamer Beater.
Beater my ass. That's a beautiful car. The fucking finish and trim beats the shit out of a Tesla.
Sure it does.
Oh, it does. I mean, Teslas are pieces of shit.
Sure it does. I'd put up any Genesis against that thing for interior.
Probably.
Mine would give me a hand job.
Jesus.
No, but that was a beautiful car.
So your left hand didn't know what your right hand was doing, Mark?
Oh, did you own it, Tom? Did you own it a long time?
3 years, maybe 2 or 3 years.
You still have the Genesis, don't you?
No,
I had
sold that.
Ferraris, a couple Ferraris.
That's what we bought. The X replaced it. We got a new Santa Fe though. We took that to
Did
the
you
airport.
trade the Bentley in or sell it outright?
Traded it.
Once again, I blew right by the fucking exit on the way to the airport here.
Are those used
Turkey
ones?
tags go on sale Monday.
Yeah, they're all used.
Turkey tags. Oh no, it'd be a Sunday. That's the
Well,
first, isn't it?
There's plenty in our backyard, brother.
Well, I'll have to take a look and see if that's a draw area.
One on the right, that's a nice one.
There is. You will have no
Yeah,
problem bagging some
204,000.
birds. Did I ever send you pictures of the ones in our trees?
Mm-hmm. Well, with turkeys, you can get up to 2 during the spring season. So, one has to be bought off of the limited draw, and the other has to be off of over the counter, and then you're done.
I had a white one.
Yeah.
Like my kids.
What year was it, Tom?
I forget. It was.
Depends on my mood. Sometimes I go archery. Sometimes I go shotgun.
2000, nearly
Jesus.
200 grand.
That's
so
a
I don't
difference.
know. It was
Yeah.
pretty expensive. And I forget.
Can you hook with it if you
let's
have
see.
an
I
archery,
had,
can
what
you
year
use
did
a
I have it?
crossbow?
Let's see. Let me think.
I'm not sure you can for turkey or not.
Some you can.
There are some seasons where they do allow crossbows. I'm not sure turkey's one of them.
Is there really nice crossbows?
Oh yeah.
Like accurate as hell.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
You can spend a lot of money on them.
What's a lot of money on one? Full setup,
Probably.
scope.
I got it probably
Oh,
2003.
scope.
Oh.
I'd say probably 3,500.
Jesus, that's
If
way
it-
more
that's-
than I
We
thought.
had your acreage.
Teed.
Horses. That is a pretty park.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Let's talk to Dave. Has a transmission question on a 2025 Chevy Silverado. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, thanks for taking my call. I
Yes,
really
sir.
appreciate it. Yeah, I've got a 2025 Chevy Silverado. Just bought it here a couple of months ago. It's got the 6.6 liter gas engine, and I've got less than 3,000 miles on it. I just had a weird situation happen, and I don't know whether it's nothing or something.
Uh-oh.
What the situation was, I was sitting at a stoplight, and then I went to accelerate, and the area I was in had a low speed limit. It was only like 30 miles an hour. And as the engine started to wind up, I started to hear a vibrating sound, almost like a cell phone.
Uh-oh.
That was like in the dash or something. And when I would let off of the accelerator, it would stop. And when I would gently press on the accelerator, you could hear it making the soft vibrating sound again. Once it got past the shift point, it stopped. And it's never reoccurred again. And that was about 3 weeks ago.
Guys, what do you think? That sounds pretty weird. What do you think?
That's really tough to say. You said you felt it mainly in the dash?
Yeah, it was like it was coming from like the speedometer or tachometer area. And it sounded just like a cell phone sitting on a console where somebody's calling you, and
That
it
almost sounds
vibrates.
like there's something in there that's just a little bit loose and the load was right, and you just haven't reproduced the complaint. When I first got my truck, I drove it for about a year, and then I started getting a really weird vibration. It was a vibration, but it sounded really tinny, and it was in my dash, and I ended up having to take it apart and find what wasn't tightened properly at the factory.
Oh, that's,
God, that
was
pissed
not
that.
consistent.
that would have made me mad.
That would have pissed me off.
Yeah,
So,
and I haven't been able to reproduce it ever since that time, so I haven't taken it in anywhere. And just wondering if it's something that I should have them take a look at it.
Well, ghost
or-
problems are pretty tough. If you can't reproduce the complaint, you
Yeah.
can't really guarantee.
yeah,
you'll
I mean,
solve
then
anything.
you go hunting, man. You go hunting. And then that thing is like that's where you spend money when you start hunting for a problem. So
well, the nice part at this point is the whole thing's under warranty. But I love the truck, but when it did that, it's like, what the heck is this?
But it only did it once, right?
Only one time, and once I got past the next shift point,
What does the
immediately
dealer
stopped.
say?
It didn't do
I
it.
mean, it's under warranty. What does the dealer say? You should get this checked out free.
Well, see, and that's what I was talking about as far as whether it is something I should take it into the dealer.
Well, for sure you should. For sure. It's under warranty. For sure you should.
Well, at least have a conversation with them. Maybe they've had a string of, we found out that these trucks in these batches, we need to actually get in there
Yeah,
and tighten down
I
the computer.
I forgot you were talking about a new truck. Of course, under warranty, you should take it in and insist that they try to find something. Absolutely. Were you doing any particular maneuver when this happened, or speed, or did you try to reproduce it?
No, I was on a paved road doing about 30 miles an hour,
just I was transitioning from a 30 to a 35 mile an hour zone, and I was just gently increasing the accelerator, and all of a sudden it's like zzz, zzz.
So you mean to tell me you actually go 30 in a 30 mile an hour zone?
Right.
You actually do that?
Just coming away from the stoplight.
Okay. Because I like to do the speed limit, but I think kind of 30 miles an hour is like a suggestion. I mean, it's like, who the heck? Anyway, thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. No, seriously, I'm all for speed limits, but I want to know honestly. Raise your hand. Who goes to a 30 mile an hour speed other than a school zone? Okay, I'm going to exclude that. In a heavy construction zone, exclude those two. Who comes to you've seen these wide open city streets and all of that. How many people actually do 30 miles an hour? Come on.
I don't.
Do you do it, Kevin?
I think I'm trying to, but I'm not very successful.
Kevin's a lead foot.
Now, I may not go 60, but I'm not going to go 30. Mark, do you do it? I think Mark would probably follow speed limits more than anyone.
His car does it for him. He doesn't have to do it.
I was looking, I'm not kidding, man. I was looking the other day on Suzanne's, and it's got about 20,000 miles. So think about that. We put 20,000 miles on that in probably 5 months, maybe 6 months, somewhere in there.
Wow.
But we're always in the same car.
Yeah.
So listen to this, man. Self-driving, 97% of the time. It actually has the stat. So we drive that car out of the 20,000 miles. I can't do math. Whatever that is.
Yeah. How many? What was your percentage?
20,000, and it's 97% on FSD.
That's amazing.
20,000 times 97%.
It's 19.4.
Yeah.
What is it?
19.4.
Yep.
19.4%.
19,400 miles.
Oh my God! Out of 20,000.
Out of 20.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yep.
So listen, on the self-driving, can you blow past speed limits, or will it only do the speed limit?
If you're in Mad Max, oh God, it does whatever you want. But in Mad Max, it won't. Well, it's kind of weird. My new one does a little over 85, but let's just call it 85. But if the speed limit's 50, it doesn't care. It'll do whatever it feels.
But what?
Like
So it
needs
won't
to do.
penalize you and take away your self-driving, Mark? Doesn't it say, hey, you're not safe if you go over it, or does it?
No, if I punch it, like if I'm at 85 and I want to punch it up to 150 or something, it'll penalize you then if you don't take it out of self-driving.
Oh, okay. But in self-driving, how much can you go above speed limit without it penalizing you? As far
It's
as
not above speed. You can set it to where it is above or exact, or you go into different modes. So if you're in Mad Max, it'll basically go up to 85, but it somehow kind of knows the area and the tolerances. I'm not sure where it gets that data from, but it's not going to go over 85 in most circumstances.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So
you could be in a neighborhood that's 40, but there's no houses around or something, like out in the country.
Yeah.
And it'll easily do 70. I don't know why it'll choose 70 over 85 if the speed limit's 40. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Or I can tell it, I just roll the wheel down a little and I can say, okay, stick to the speed limit, and I forget what that mode's called. I think it's called sloth.
Now, Mark, you have the whatchamacallit, the Plaid, right?
Yeah, my new one's a Plaid.
And that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate fast. So here's what I want to know.
Stupid
fastest production car made. So here's what I heard it was. Here's what I want to know. Have you tried the Ludicrous, the launch? Have you done it?
No, they don't. I have not tried the launch mode, but the day we bought it, on the way home, I got it up to top end and
what's top end?
Pegged it. On mine, it's 150 because I did not want the.
Oh my God!
Yeah, but if you get the larger tire package, the larger wheel, the 22-inch wheels, then it's 200.
Really?
Oh my God! But have you done the 0 to 60 as quick as you could?
Yeah, I did 0 to 150 as quick as I could. It was about 9 seconds. 0 to 60 is like 1.9 something.
That's amazing.
That is on 1.9 seconds to go 0 to 60.
It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy.
Does it
fast.
throw you back?
Oh God, yeah. It's like being on a roller coaster, man.
Uh-huh.
But I'll tell you what, though, that the Tesla is not the fastest.
No,
what?
It is 2026. As of 2026, the Yang Wang U9 Extreme.
Yang Wang.
Yang Wang?
Gotta get me a Yang Wang.
What is a Yang Wang?
It's got to be a Chinese car by the look of it, but yeah, it topped out at 308.4 miles an hour.
You know,
wait, so
I'm still shocked
you mean
he
to
didn't
tell
know
me
about Choke the
there's
Monkey.
someone actually is going to say, let me pull my Wang out of the garage. Yeah. Come on.
My Yang Wang.
Pardon me while I pull this out. Remember that on Blazing Saddles? Anyway, my Yang Wang. Is there truly a car called Yang Wang? Is it electric?
The Yang Wang.
Is it
U9
electric?
Extreme. Yes, it's an electric
hybrid car.
Can you buy it? It's probably not production then.
It's 1,300 horsepower.
Yeah, I mean the Plaid's like 1,100.
No, this is 3,000.
Kevin
3,000
said
horsepower.
one of
But
the
truly, other than the Yang Wang, other than that, the Plaid is the fastest car, right?
No, there is one by God, I want to say Lucid, but it's like $300,000 to $400,000. There is nothing for the price that's close to the Tesla. Nothing.
Anyway, we got more coming up. I'm Tom Martino. Stick around.
Now, impact traffic.
South of downtown, a crash on I-25 northbound just after Downing and Emerson Street. That's exit 206.
Now, I'll tell you what.
I've seen a right lane block.
Looking at cars,
University,
the Bentley does make me excited. It's not super excited material-wise where I want to own one, but it's a beautiful car.
Between I-70
Bentleys
and
are cool.
Boulevard.
What do you like
there,
about it? You like
I-270
about the
westbound stop and go.
I love it. I love the whole thing. And the finish and trim. That's what I loved about
This report
the
is
Beamer,
sponsored by
interior
Wellness
finish and trim.
Unmasked with
Have you ever
Dr.
seen
Nicole
it?
Sapphire.
Oh
Medical
my
headlines,
God, it
they're
is
everywhere.
beautiful.
But what do they really mean?
I
Join
think
me
Beamer
on
has one
Wellness
of the best
Unmasked for a
finish and
deeper
trims there
look,
are.
plus the latest from the Maha movement. Listen to Wellness Unmasked with Dr. Nicole Sapphire on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fix It 24/7. You want to talk about extreme clean tune and check for just $39. Why would they do this? Spend 2 hours at a house for $39. Take your furnace apart, completely clean every nook and cranny, put it all back together, tune and check it. Why? Because they want to show you how thorough they are. So if you ever do have a problem, you'll call them for your plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. So call them now for the $39 special. Take advantage of their madness at 720-526-3939, fixmyhome.com. Solar, well, it's still viable for commercial systems. That's the message right there, okay? And you want Alliance Roof and Solar to show you how to use government incentives to get 70% of that system paid for, and then to sell power back to the grid and to end users to literally make a profit on it. 303-704-2449. They wrote the book on commercial solar systems. 303-704-2449.
Yeah, I know.
The Yang
or a
Wang.
Chinese jet or a Chinese helicopter.
The Yang Wang, is it electric?
Oh,
yeah.
God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's because it's an electric hypercar.
It would have to be.
Yeah, it's got 4 motors.
I think Lamborghini just bailed. They were going to do one.
Yeah, they didn't.
And they said, yeah, we're not doing it.
Oh, well, the Yang, I'm going to pull out my Yang Wang from the garage, and I'm going to spank my monkey.
Oh, that is the cutest little monkey, Spank the monkey.
My 18-year-old son has a 2004 Beamer, 325i. He bought a new car battery 2 months ago, and every time he gets very cold, the battery drains. What do you think, guys?
Every time he gets very cold,
No. Every time it gets cold out, the battery drains in cold weather all the time, and it's a brand new battery, 2-month-old battery.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's a good battery.
Yeah,
Very
where's he
true
getting the
there.
batteries? That's true.
Very true there.
Hey, Kevin.
Store.
Yep.
Do you keep track of mileage when you did our services, like on my daughter's car?
Yeah.
Will you email me or what?
Of course.
Oh,
You've
okay.
only got 10 miles on it since you did it.
No, his daughter's.
My daughter's car. Yeah, I don't.
I'll
look it
have
up when I
any
get
new
back,
dents
yeah.
in it.
Oh God, yes.
I almost threw my son off a roof
The
after his
fucking
third
bumper.
accident.
Shit,
in a
I
month.
call that a bumper car. She's got a
Yeah,
bumper
somebody
car.
tagged me in a parking lot the other day. Took
Now,
off.
Be honest. How about your son? Any accidents? Don't lie.
My son? No. Somebody backed into him, but they paid for it.
No, I mean his fault, though.
No. Mm-mm. No, he loves his car. God, he loves it. And he doesn't do anything but auto, the self-drive. Nothing but.
It's funny too. Did you hear Mark earlier, Tom, that he's in a car that is not self-driving? He forgot how to drive.
Oh no, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. He never
you
drove
forget- the
well.
biggest thing
He
is
never
you
drove
forget-
well when he did drive. I mean,
The real problem is you forget like to turn and shit and brake and shit.
yeah, the braking, I would say for
It's
sure.
like all of a sudden it's like what? Oh,
That wall's coming at us awfully fast.
That's
We
what
were on
used
the
to
way-
happen, guys. That's what used to happen to doctors who bought Bonanza airplanes with autopilots in them. Hate
They
to
had no
tell you
idea.
that. Oh my God, they didn't know how to fly through weather if they had it.
That's funny.
Oh man, it
Well,
was.
you know this. My dad's first wheels up plane
Yeah,
landed wheels up.
yeah, that's not.
So in all the other ones and all the Cessnas he owned, the stall buzzer. And like when you land a small aircraft, that fucking, at least back in the day, the
Yeah.
stall buzzer goes off.
Right, that's right. If
what
you're
you're
doing
doing.
it, if you're doing it the right way, it does. Yep.
So he got so used to that buzzer, he bought a new one, the Bonanza.
Right.
And it had a different alarm on it to where if you forgot to put the gear down, the alarm would go off.
That's right. Uh-huh.
And it went off, and he thought it was his stall buzzer. It's just
Oh,
all seemed
shit.
normal.
How fucking embarrassing. Oh my God. See, now every
That was the
landing.
worst part of it. It was safe as fuck. It's really crazy how safe it was.
Yeah.
But that was it. It embarrassed the shit out of him.
Every landing I make now is no wheels.
Yeah, that's true. You should get those things so you can land it on water.
I know it. Wouldn't that be cool, pontoons? They make
Americans
floats
and
for
more
that.
on the
They
Joe
make 'em.
Pag Show. Tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW.
Okay, guys, the guy with the Beamer that I was talking during the break, his son, his battery keeps going dead in cold weather. It's a 2-month-old battery. I mean, what would cause a battery to go dead in cold weather? Just a bad battery, but right? I mean, just
Could be a brand new bad battery.
It could have a small draw on it that just gets exaggerated when it's cold as well, because it's more draw in the cold. The battery's just not as
But
strong.
we've all bought stuff bad out of the box.
Yep. Yeah. Check the battery first.
Now, this is one we get a lot. Is premium gas worth it? I think we mentioned no, it isn't. Okay, here's the next one. Fuel additives. Do you subscribe to those? What should I get? I want to make my car last forever.
Well, nothing lasts forever, but you can do everything you can to maximize its longevity. But as far as fuel additives, I mean, for gas, you
Isn't
really
it
can't
better
beat
to
the
have
fuel
oil
for-
additives than fuel additives?
Well, both. Yep.
Okay.
MOA and 44K. Hey, Jeff, you got a special this week? I
Yeah,
had
we're going
someone
to
ask
repeat
it.
that. We're going to repeat the deal we did back in January, where we're going to offer 50% off of drivetrain services, so transmission, transfer case, differential. It's the services, not repairs. But if you do need a repair, and then we will take the value of those services and apply it to your repair.
Wow, that's
a good
pretty cool. Okay.
And Kevin, you're doing something with tires?
Kevin? Yeah, right. So anyway, let me give out their information when they're not here. SheridanAutotech.com, 303-455-7242. And I just verified he will email me and my daughter when our cars are due for more service. He doesn't do my son's car because it's a Tesla. Jeff Vick, transmissionsdenver.com. He used to have Denver Tranny, but that's a long story. Didn't you have Tranny or something? Tranny?
I actually still have Denver Trans.
Oh, Denver Trans.
I actually put,
you should sell that, man. You could sell that.
I thought it was going to be something that would go pretty quick, but no, there's been no feelers out there.
Okay. Well, anyway, transmissionsdenver.com, 303-693-1400. So let me go back to a few of the... Oh, I'm running out of time. Doggone it. Okay, guys, what about the golf cart mode? Somebody wants to know, can you disable it for good? Kevin, can it be wired that way?
Paperclip. I'm looking into it. Some cars we can, some cars we can't yet. We're trying to figure it out.
All right, we're out of time. I'll say goodbye for Marc Mager and myself and the guys.
Don't
Thank
forget
you.
help at troubleshooter.com.
Exactly, or 303 Martino. See ya.
All right, you're clear.
Okay.
Follow Tom Martino.
See ya.
Real Tom Martino.
See ya, bro.
And stay connected with all of us at 630 KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hennion and Walsh was made for people like you.
Let me,
people who value